Hey everyone, let me test my audio. It's working. Hey, welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. And I see Glenn is here. Welcome, Glenn. Good to see you. I has been a very hectic day today because I've been trying to get MOCs done for Tricky Bricks for their minifig habitats this week, and also BrickCan. The deadline was today. So I've got all of these MOCs that I had to file. I also had to get some special minifigs. In fact, I have her right here, Ursula. I didn't realize how much I was going to love this little minifig. As some of you remember, I was working on the minifig habitat, and we have this council of evil. I can't remember what I called it. I think I called it the League of Evil Villains, and I was concerned that we didn't have any women there. And well, howdy, how are you? So we didn't have any evil women villains. So I went to Bricks and Minifigs over in Monroe today, and it was just a beautiful day. I was so excited because I don't get a chance to just kind of explore the area, which is another reason why I'm really looking forward to retrofitting my Subaru, because I think I've after I by the way, I did watch Nomadland. Her base is excellent. Yes. Yes, I don't know if this is going to focus. Let's see if it'll focus, but look at those tentacles. It's just amazing. Amazing tentacles there. It's dope, yo. Yes, it is. How's it going, Debo? I was just talking about how we have the League of Evil Villains that we put together, and I put a teaser out there for Tricky Bricks, and I made some small modifications, and one of them is including Ursula. So I'll show this to the front camera, but then I'll move it to the down camera. But I also changed my setup at home. I'm now sitting at my desk that used to be in my bedroom. So I moved it into the green screen room area. So I think it's going to be a lot nicer. I think I can keep things much more organized. But here is the minifig habitat. And what I did is Ursula now is on this side. Thanos was here before, but with her tentacles, it was hard to put her in the corner. And then, of course, I have Darth Vader holding the cookie, and then I have Thanos in the background, and then I've got Mulan with the Stormtrooper helmet, and then I added this little piece that I took off of the, um, what is it, not the X-Wing, but the TIE Fighter. So the TIE Fighter, I figured that is, that this wall was a little bare, so I needed to add something there. Yay, I did finally watch Nomadland, and I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it. I think that one of the things that was really nice about it is the cinematography is absolutely amazing. I figure that, Chloe Zhao is known for another movie called The Writer, which I haven't seen yet, but now that I've seen this movie, I really want to see The Writer now. And I think too, since I've been watching all these videos already, that Bob, the guy who always says, "We'll see you down the road," I've been watching his videos for a couple months now. So it's kind of weird seeing him in the context of the movie rather than his videos. And I did think, though, Linda May and Swanky, they're not professional actors, and they did an amazing job. And I think that has to do with the director, because when I was in digital filmmaking school, they were talking about how the director has to really elicit the right emotion from the actors. Fern is somewhere grinning. Yeah. Yeah, and I love Frances McDormand anyway. And I think she just captured an authenticity to this character. You didn't feel like you were watching a movie. You really thought you were watching the life of this woman and what she was going through. So I do think, I don't think I would be living that kind of lifestyle, because as I was watching the movie, and as you know, there's not a lot of glamorous shots in there. And, when the character who is really attracted to her is sick, and she's making him chicken soup out of a can, right? And the chicken broth from that. And I don't know, it was, I think his name's David Strathairn, right, who played the love interest. Hey, Zach Martinez, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, we were talking about Nomadland, so I finally watched it, and I was mentioning to everybody that I'm getting ready to retrofit my SUV, mostly because of COVID, because I really don't see myself living that lifestyle, and there's several reasons. One of them is when I have gone camping before, I've done backpacking and hiking and all of that, and I like having a cooking setup. So I do have a set of pots and pans that are for backpackers that they nest into each other, and I have a an electric camp light, like a lantern. I have some basic things, and I gave away my stove. When I left Charlotte, I gave away my stove, and I'm really kicking myself. It was a wonderful propane stove. It had the lid and the two burners, and then the side walls so that it protects you from, the elements as far as wind and things. And I really, spoiler alert. No, that's not a spoiler alert. I, I, I was just mentioning that the lifestyle that's depicted in the movie, I don't think I could do that long term. So no, there's don't worry. There's no spoilers. We never give out spoilers on the show, but I would suggest that you do watch it. And I'm really glad that it won the Academy Award because if you think about some of the other movies that have won, some of them are phenomenal, like Roma. I absolutely loved Roma. And some of them you're just kind of saying, okay. So I just wanted to say that I am going to retrofit my SUV, but it's not going to be like to live in. And the other day, oh my gosh, I usually go to this Safeway to refill my 2-liter bottles of water because one reason is I don't like going into the store and all of these units are outdoors and I just don't like the idea of having to buy another piece of plastic if I can keep reusing this one. And I saw a person who clearly lives in their Prius. And it was interesting because now I'm observing more and more people who are on the road or people who are parked and understanding that lifestyle. So I think for me, I definitely want to retrofit it enough so if I feel like sleeping in the car, I can, but I don't see myself living there long term. Coleman still sells the portable propane cooker. Yeah, yeah, I loved it. And like I said, when I moved from Charlotte to the West Coast, I gave away a lot of things. In fact, if Cowboy Cornado shows up, I think I've told him before, I called it a Viking raid where I had people come to my apartment and I just said, just take something, just take it and leave. That's all I want you to do. I don't want it to be like a sad sob story that, oh, I'm going to miss you and all that. I said, just take some of my stuff. And I got rid of a lot of stuff. I mean, I downsized already. I'm living right now in a 600 or 700 square foot apartment, and I originally had a 2,600 square foot house when I lived in the Raleigh area. And then slowly, as I've moved, I've gone to smaller and smaller places. Possibly, as far as a spoiler, no, I don't think so. I just said that the chicken soup. I mean, that just was wasn't feeling well. I mean, that's all I said. So don't worry. That's not a spoiler for the movie. I wonder if spoiler alert means something else to auto. Yes, yes, that's true. In fact, I don't know if you remember Bitmoji. Before Bitmoji was acquired by, I think, what was it, Facebook or Snapchat? Actually, they were acquired by Snapchat. They they used to have a program called Bitstrips, and you could make cartoons of yourself. And I still have some of them on my Facebook page. But it's so funny because there was one, since you mentioned spoiler alert, where I had my cartoon character pointing to the back of a car and it said spoiler alert on it. So yeah. So don't worry, Zach. That's not a spoiler. I just referred to that scene because of the way you live in those camper vans or in that lifestyle. I mean, these are long-term people who are living that kind of life. And going back to camping, so I've gone camping before, but I need to have a campground that has a shower or a cabin that has a shower. And I was reading up about what people do to shower when they're living on the road like this. And they have, I think I mentioned this last time, they have this called a pop-up tent. Imagine a tent that's really tall and narrow. And it has a zipper, just like a regular tent zipper. And then it has a hole at the top where you can feed the nozzle for your shower system. And they have these big gallon, like a 5 gallon jug that you can buy with some sort of tubing that you can, heat in the sun, which is really cool. But I just don't see myself doing that on a regular basis. I don't know. Maybe maybe if my circumstances change, maybe I will be. But it was just interesting. So anyway, I was mentioning some of the things as far as I've changed my setup a little bit. So I'm hoping this is going to work out really well. So one of the things, in fact, let me check my down camera with this, because like I said, things are a little different, but not too much different. And okay. There he is. Hey, Cowboy Kenobi, were your ears burning? I was talking about how I had a Viking raid when I left Charlotte, and I just had people come to my house and take stuff. Come to my apartment, take stuff, and leave. And all I wanted was a picture. And anyway, welcome. Am I familiar with the KOA's campground? Yes. In fact, that's the campground where they called it a princess cabin, where it's got the cabin with a couple of cots in there and a full shower and toilet and everything within the cottage. So yeah, I've stayed in one of those. I have also backpacked in fact, I used to backpack a lot when I was in college. I haven't backpacked in a while, but so I have done that, and that's what I was thinking about, is if I do retrofit my Subaru, I would probably reserve a campsite along the way, and one with Wi-Fi, which would be cool. So yeah, they're probably pretty good about sterilization after each stay. Yeah, I think so. And I think what I like about at least the KOA I stayed at was in fact, it's kind of funny because the name of the city is Boone, North Carolina. So as you know, Boone Langston and I have been working on those stickers as a project together. And every time I say his name, I think about Boone, North Carolina. And Boone has a KOA there, which is really nice. And this is when I had my dog. And oh my gosh, this was so much fun. I showed up at the campsite with my dog, and they were having like a big campfire with this group of people that I belong to, with this nonprofit. And we all were telling stories around the campfire and hanging out. And my dog was with me, just hanging out and enjoying the time. And he's getting to know the other dogs too. I don't know. It's just, if you have a dog, you understand that it just adds a whole new element to the things you do. The dragon's nice. He built this at a pub back in before times. You're talking about this one. Yes. In fact, I chose this one because, this is not really a spoiler alert, but this is not the set that we will be doing next month for the Rebrick This Challenge. And I have, you probably see the wing here, but I have with me another dragon, which is, this one is, let's see if I tilt up a little bit. So this is the white dragon from the Elves series. And I just love the wings on this. And I wanted to build that dragon just to kind of get a sense of scale compared to this dragon. And I may have just, I'll be the mother of dragons, have a bunch of dragons hanging around here. Yeah. So, and you probably noticed this was part of a collab I did with Matthew Builds Bricks and Fourth World Adam. So I built the dragon and I modified it to have one of these little forest friend characters on top. And I'll just tilt it a little bit. And I really love this. I think it's really amazing. Dogs are excellent travel companions. Oh yeah, yeah. And I traveled with my dog cross country from Charlotte, and I drove by myself. I drove from Charlotte to Arizona. Or actually, let me step back. I drove and stopped along the way. So I stopped with some friends in Tennessee. I went to a hotel in Arkansas. I went through, let's see, Texas. Oh my gosh, Texas was fun. Oklahoma is actually where I had to give a speech, so I stayed there for 2 days, and that's when I decided to take Route 66 after talking with some friends there. So I went on Route 66 all the way to the part where I had to kind of jet off to go to Arizona, and then I hung out with my family for a couple days, and went to LA for a couple days because I had to give a speech there too. And yeah, so anyway, so this I think this is the only actually I yeah this is the only elf set that I have. This is the Queen's White Dragon Rescue, I think. So yeah. So I figured I'm going to keep my dragons together. So what I'm going to do for this, in fact, this is the other thing I wanted to point out for this other set. I'm going to move this dragon over here. So you notice my surface is very different. So this is a desk that was made for me by a dear friend of mine, and he made this for me, and I've had it for several decades, and it's a really nice desk. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna use it over here. So I moved it to my green screen area, and I'm gonna try it out and see how things go. But yeah, so going back to this, the one thing I noticed about this is that the alternate builds, one of them is a scorpion. And if you notice, for the last couple of rebricks, people have been doing scorpions. And I was talking to Aubrey Kovach about this set because she bought this for her daughters. And I said, you know, I think I'm going to do things differently this time, because usually I start with the main build, the dragon, and then I go to the alternate builds after that. And so today I'm going to start with the scorpion and then move to this panther looking thing and then end with the dragon. So that's the plan for today. And this set, 234 pieces for $15.99. I couldn't believe it. And it has all this dark red in here. I was so excited. So I said, okay. And there's even some little things, like there's a little brick built treasure chest, and it's just chock full of goodness. So I figured this one, I'm going to build this on the stream today for Thrifty Thursday. If you could only have one elf set, that's the one to have. Really? Oh, that's a fine one to have. Yeah, yeah. Well, I got that from Bricks Cascade, actually. How did my bunker turn out? Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm glad you said that. If I may suggest this distraction, I finished my bunker like an hour ago. And so I have it here, and I'll turn it sideways so you can see. Let's see if we can hold it up for the camera a little bit. So I added a loft area, and I will pop the lid off so you can see what's all inside. And I did this just in time to get it listed for BrickCan. Hey, how's it going, Brickman Mosaic? Yeah, so I filed the Disney habitats that I worked on. So I think I may have told you, I took a picture of the Captain America one, even though I'm not filing it for Tricky Bricks. And I posted it for BrickCan. I filed the Logan the Corgi. I filed this bunker. So here, I'll show you the bunker. So I set this up. So one of the things that I had this idea that I added this little, like a balcony for the loft area. I added a bed. So the bed's up here, and I have a little dresser. And I will be honest, I took some parts out of my townhouse because I had to do this kind of fast. And then, of course, I have some lighting up here. This, if I really want to get intense, I would wire the lighting so this lights up as well. But, you know, I didn't have a whole lot of time. Now, this is something that I kind of had a brainstorm about. Well, you know, I'm going to need some food right in the bunker. So where do I keep all the food? So I put up these glasses and these mugs, and then these are just supposed to represent different kinds of food and, you know, other things. This could be toilet paper if I wanted to just say it was toilet paper. The other thing I thought, which I came up with, was this ladder is on a rod. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. So this ladder has this little rod so it can slide. Let me see if I can get it to slide. There we go. So it slides over. So you can get up to the loft area and then it slides back. Oops. It's supposed to slide, but you know, the clutch is strong with this. So, but anyway, that's kind of the intent. And if you're into modulars, this is actually a fun little project because it's like a 16 by 16 that you would make for, you know, a townhouse or something. But what I love about it, it's part of a collab. So you have all of these that would be stacked together. So here's my little sink area. So I have a sink. I have like a little like cupboard space, and this is my tea kettle. You know, the little what do you call it? Burner in an oven. And then there I am chilling, and I have a dog. I have a dog with me. So, a little dog, because the problem is the bigger dogs don't fit very well on the back of the sofa, so I figured I'd just use that one. And then this is another one of my sig figs. I don't know if you've seen this. You usually see me with the pirate hat. And this one, oops, it's like this bunker is not very stable. Okay, there we go. So this one, I may have told you this story, that this minifig, here I'll zoom in a little bit. I have like 4 different sig figs now. This one I made because I won a director award for my my stop motion animation. So I won for that, and it was a bearded man, very similar to like a George Lucas, right? So I said, I'm going to retrofit this trophy. So I took this off of my trophy because I thought it would be kind of silly for me to be wearing my pirate hat in a bunker unless I made myself in a pirate bunker, right? So anyway, so I put that in here. I had to retrofit this sofa a little bit so I could sit in it. So there I am sitting in my sofa. Now here's a couple Easter eggs I put in here. All right, one of them is on top of the wall is my Bricks LA tile. So I put the Bricks LA tile. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like that here. Call OSHA. Why? Because the wall fell over? Yeah, so the reason why I put this here is the guy who's coordinating Brick Can is married to the woman, Aileen, who does Bricks LA. Oops, I noticed that's not in focus. There we go, better. And the bunker might not be very stable by itself, but the most things get stronger in a group. Yeah, yeah, so I put this, and I also love this because it matches the color scheme. So this is a little Easter egg. So if John is looking closely, or others are looking closely, they'll see this in the additional photos. And they only let you post 1 photo of every MOC, so I'm going to have to upload some photos to Flickr or something. I didn't have time to tile everything in, so if I were to do this better, I would tile this and tile the floor, but I just had to get this done. And think about it, I just started on this yesterday. So I'm pretty proud of myself that I was still able to pull this off. Okay, so the other thing, as you know, I told you that it might drive me crazy about the toilet, because when I left you last time, I had built the toilet into the wall. So I pulled it out and made it even. Nice job on the loft. Thank you. And then the other thing is I have the door now opening this way, because the door was opening the other way and it was going into the space. Full house audience. Aww. I need sound effects. That'll come later. So yeah. All right. So anyway, so I have the toilet, and Perry, who is Perry Wang, who's the guy who gave me the standard, he was very impressed that I had a toilet in my bunker. He said not very many people put a toilet in there. But as you know, I had this already pre-made from my other collab that I'm working on. Okay, and the other thing that is an Easter egg, and Debo, you'll be happy about this, is I put some beat bit tiles in there, and the panda's in there. Let me see if I can zoom in. All right, come on. There we go. So there's the beat bit tiles, and I put the panda in there. So if you're paying attention, you'll know that when I start doing more of these MOCs, I'm going to put the panda tile in there somewhere. So I just picked a couple beat bit tiles for decoration above the entertainment area. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, considering it was kind of rough, I would, like I said, I would tile the floor a little bit better, but it kind of looks like carpet. And I like the color scheme with the black, the gray, and this magenta color. I think it looks good. So that's where I'll be hanging out if we have a post-apocalyptic crisis. Now, the other thing that I think is going to be cool about this is that I got some people from Bricks Cascade to post their MOCs into BrickCam. So that's already going to happen. So we are in the middle of a collab right now. I talked with Marianne Asanuma. I think Mark Cruikshank is going to post a couple of his. So what we can do, beat bits. Woohoo, yes. That's why I said I'm glad you're here, Debo. You'd appreciate this. Oh, here's another little Easter egg, is that I put this tile here, which is everything is awesome, which is kind of ironic considering this is a bunker. So that's a little bit of an Easter egg comedy there for you too. Yeah, so this goes right on top. And, you know, they said you can leave it open air if you want to. And if you look at Marianne's, the one she posted, she did a daycare. So if you look at the original video that Beyond the Brick did, they showcased her little daycare. So she put that up there as well. Yeah. So I think I'm going to have to order a bunch of those little beat bit panda tiles, because that's going to be like a little Easter egg in future Brickanista MOCs. So there it is, all covered up. And I think it's got a bed, it's got, you know, kitchen area, bathroom, entertainment, food. I tried to think of everything. I'm sure you're probably going, where are your Lego sets? I need to get those little bricks of the Lego sets. But I tried to put in, like I said, a couple Easter eggs with the Bricks LA tile up there, and then the beat bit tiles. And as I mentioned, the pandas, you know I love pandas, so that's got to be in there. And, you know, it's a cool little place to hang out, you know, if the world is coming to an end. And then, oh, since I have this set up, I did ask Perry about the lighting, and he sent me a link to some lights that have a regular outlet connection. So what he did is he did a string of outlet connection lights. So there's the light, and thank you, Glenn, for the suggestion. I put a light also in the bathroom. So and I brightened it up a little bit. I put a translucent light in the back with the blue stud, because it was getting too dark when I added the platform. So if you look a little closer, so that is a translucent stud underneath a blue plain stud, and it gives it enough light, but it's also a little subdued. The one in the bathroom I might change up a little bit, but that one I just love the effect. So that one is the translucent purple dish with the same kind of blue stud in the middle. Better idea, buy a bunch of copies of the sticker set for the Lego Ideas VIP shop, and you can make your own sets. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that. I'm going to have to check that out. Thanks for the tip. So yeah, so thank you, Zach, for asking. So yeah, I did do this. This is what I've been doing for the last several hours. It's a cheaper idea. Oh, okay. Well, I think I may have mentioned that, you know, we had talked about the panda tile being kind of like code that you're part of the Brickanista Broadcast Network. And I guess I could maybe make custom tiles with my panda logo on it. In fact, I know just the guy who can do that. That would be Dan Keys. I can just buy a bunch of those 2x2 white tiles and then get that printed on there. And then that could be like a beat bit tile. In fact, I probably should just do that. I've got the logo and everything. So that way you can use different color tiles. Oh, that's a good point. And you can make translucent ones. Yeah. So anyway, I hope I thought of everything. I think the biggest problem I had was the ladder. And I wanted a different color ladder, but based on my supply, that was probably the best choice. And just kind of, because I was worried about putting it and it's going to, be in the way of everything. So I think I came up with a good solution by making it a sliding ladder, so you can still get in there. You would, slide it over, go up into the loft, slide it back, kind of thing. So yeah. So thank you. I'm glad you like it. And you see all the Easter eggs in there that I put in. And so I am going to have to take some more photos, put that onto a Flickr account, because the way that it works with BrickCan is you can only put one photo up there, and then you can put a link to where you can find other photos. Dang, you checked your best, your beat bits, and no pandas. Yes, lots of the pillow clutcher. Okay. And that's your cowboy Cornado Thrifty Thursday straight shooting money, saving up tip. Yeah, yeah, that's true. And that might be your little Easter egg, cowboy Cornado, is you can use that cowboy tile in your MOCs. Put that some places, and then that way they know that's cowboy Cornado who's working on that. I don't know. It's just a thought. Or you can pre-print your own for a thrifty saving tip. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to crack this open. And this one, this one has seals. I think we've talked about this before. Sometimes these sets have seals. Sometimes they have push tabs. So this one has seals on it. So we're just going to crack this open. And, oh, almost forgot. There it is. So as you know, I like to put either a towel or a napkin down, so then that way things don't go flying off the table, because this is a laminate, and this is an amazing desk. I don't know if I showed you this, but this guy was a really good woodworker, and this is like solid wood. It's not like plywood. It's solid wood. Joel, you have had many names. Hey, how are you? You have zero of the, which ones? Pandas? Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to, like I said, I think I need to go onto Bricks and Pieces and just get a set of panda tiles. But because, like I said, I'm going to start putting them into my MOCs. I think I have only 2 of the ones that I got. Usually you're pretty lucky, but clearly not this time. Well, like I said, if you want to get panda ones, I'm into pandas, so that is fun. You have 18 figs. Wow, you have all of them. Amazing. The other thing, just the quality of this box, surprisingly, it's really thick cardboard. Unlike the $9.99 sets where it's pretty flimsy, and they had push tabs. Yeah, so welcome to the stream. As far as how many of the figs you have 12. I think I only have 3. I have the red panda, the punk pirate, and the candy mermaid. So yeah, I don't have a lot. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to start this time with the scorpion. And I'm intrigued by this because I've seen so many people do scorpions, and I think it's just I don't understand, or I haven't really explored the geometry behind it. Is the panda tile a random tile in the bandmates? I think it is. I think it's random. And I think Debo, I think, might have the most of the people here in the chat. So since I'm starting with the third one, I don't think it's going to start with the bags, because usually the main build will tell you which bags to open. So let me just double check on that. Yeah, so if you're doing the main build, it will tell you which bag to start with. So we're gonna have to do some knolling and just free for all. So this is gonna be a little different because I want to end with the dragon. So I'm gonna start with the smaller builds first. All you know for sure is that the panda is not a given. Like I said, I put those Easter eggs in there deliberately. So in the future, if you're looking at a MOC, because the other thing that they're doing at BrickCan, which I haven't participated in, is they said post a photo of your MOC and people have to guess who the builder is. So I'm not participating in that, but I think in the future, I will probably put a panda in there somewhere. Either that panda tile, or, by the way, I found Batmanda and Chubbin. I've been looking for them. They were hiding in the correctly filed place. So they were in with all my minifigs in the filed area. So it's like, you know, I should have looked under superheroes. That's where I filed them under. Yeah, so I'm just gonna knoll these pieces right now. I don't know if you want to see the whole workspace, so tilt up a little bit. You also have another samurai wrapper on the way. Wow. So are you just like collecting all of these, Devo? This is another piece that I really wanted that's in this set. I don't have any of these, so I was really, really stoked to see that on the box. This is an interesting piece. I don't think I've seen that. It's got a Technic, it's like a 2x2 Technic with an additional like rod area. Yeah, so I'm excited about this set. I think there's going to be a lot of really good pieces in here. Yeah, so I'm getting ready for BrickCan. I did finish my, I think I showed you this, but for those of you who just showed up, here's my finished minifig habitat. So I got the Ursula minifig, and she looks perfect here. So I really wanted to have a woman villain in there as well. So yeah, I got that, and of course Mulan with her stormtrooper helmet on. And I felt this wall was a little bare, so I put this disc on just to break it up a little. Do some tradesies. I don't have a lot, so I'm not the one to trade with. But yeah, I think Debo is the man when it comes to all of the beat bit things, because if you haven't seen his account, we got a ton of these. I'm so excited about that. The in his account, you'll see that he did this amazing mosaic of a beat bit tile, and it got the attention of the video team. They were just so excited to see it. So yeah, you are the man, Debo. I don't have Lego people commenting on my stuff. In fact, I don't know if you saw that Ms. Slowbrickda got a comment from Brickmaster Amy on one of her Disney habitats. The samurai wrapper was your first duplicate. Ah. And you have 2 samurai wrapper now, but you made a trade for one back in March. And you got the others. Oh, okay. Well, you know, I have a problem with the price point. After all, this is Thrifty Thursday. And even though it falls into the $20 or less category, it's not worth the money. I mean, it's pretty expensive. I mean, compared to this is $15.99, and look at all the things that you get in here. I was almost getting ready to stack those. It's a habit of mine as I start, you know, knolling and stacking like I'm in a sort lug call. But yeah, I don't know. I get it that you know, it's kind of the new trend and everything, but I just can't stomach spending that much money on a minifig. Me sings Evil Woman. Why are you singing Evil Woman? Because of the Ursula? I actually wrote in my description something about how Mulan is trying to get into the dark side, and Ursula says, "What a poor, unfortunate soul." And Thanos says he wants to kill her with the snap of his fingers. And then Darth Vader says, "Come to the dark side. We have cookies." So hopefully Hooded One caught that I tagged him on those. You want to make a music video? Ah, he's your spirit minifig, the samurai rappers. You know a lot about Japanese history. I will say I've been very impressed by that, Debo. I know that there's there's a lot of people who are interested in different cultures. Like for me, I love, love, love Russian culture. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm fascinated by it, but I read a lot of the books about Rasputin, the Bolshevik Revolution, Anastasia, and the Romanovs. I did a lot of reading in high school and college, and I even took the time to go to some of the exhibits of the Fabergé eggs, and I don't know, I'm just fascinated with Russian culture, and that's part of the reason why I got a DNA test back in 2014. Is I was hoping I was part Russian. I was really thinking there's got to be a reason why I'm so fascinated by this. Agreed, video is not for the thrifty. No, it's definitely not thrifty. And it kind of bothers me that not only is it not thrifty, but they have kept to not using those CMF bags, but the boxes. So it's like, not only is it not thrifty, is that you can't tell what's in the bag. And so it's taken some of the enjoyment out of the whole hunt, for minifigs. And then I don't know, I'm kind of almost, I don't want to say I'm protesting or boycotting, but I just think your money could be spent better elsewhere. Like I said, you could get this set for $15.99 and you can make 3 different sculptures with it. Whereas, the beat boxes, you can play with an app, which doesn't work very well most of the time. Yeah, so sorry, I'll get off my soapbox because I know some of you really like those, but I just, it almost gives me hives just thinking about having to pay that much money. Now, this is cool. I don't think I've seen these in dark red. Usually I see them in black and gray, but I have not seen them in dark red. So we have some of these in here. Yeah. Like I said, I bought this set also because of the dark red that's in here. As you can see, the dark red is all over here. It's amazing. Do they only do blind bags in the first place because some of them don't sell? I don't understand the whole concept. You'd rather just be able to see and say what you want and get it. Yeah, I think what they're doing is it's similar to, I used to play Magic the Gathering and how they would have those blind packs of cards. So I think they were mimicking that kind of experience. And that's why I think they've kept to that. And you have most of the CMS. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I have a full set of CMFs. The only one I might have is the one that had the leprechaun in it, that either 6 or 12. That's because I really wanted the leprechaun for St. Patrick's Day. And a friend of mine had it in the full series, and he would only sell me the full series. He wouldn't just sell me one. So I bought the whole series. But in that one, I think had the little boy with the teddy bear, which is adorable. I used that in one of my MOCs for paying tribute to the first responders. That's quite a guarantee. Video has made the hunt of figs so much easier. Want a full set? Buy a row from a fresh box. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, if you really want the full set, you just go in with somebody, right? You just share the cost. Like I said, I love all this dark red. All this dark red is just such goodness. And of course, the big flaming fire. I use this in at the end of a voodoo ball and put it into the mouth of a alligator, and it looks amazing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm not one of those who's big on collecting CMFs, and this is a perfect example of this Disney CMF, or I think it was a CMF, or maybe it only came in sets. Ursula. I found out today when I was, or maybe that was yesterday. I found out that if you want the villains in Disney, you have to buy the big sets. They don't make them in the smaller sets. And if you compare that to how they treat the Marvel superhero sets, they always have the villains in also some of the smaller sets too. And I'm thinking, why are you doing that? I mean, there should be more villains at a lower price point, in my humble opinion. So that's why, they were telling me I was going to get Maleficent, but to get Maleficent, I'd have to drop $40 to get the Aurora Cottage. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. So I called the Bricks and Minifig store and I just asked them, do you have any of the female Disney villains? And they had a couple of Ursulas, which was great. So, I just figure for me, I'm not really a collector per se. I use them mostly for my MOCs. So I'm probably not the right target market for doing these kinds of things. And if you like this dark blue too, let me pan over here. This dark blue is nice too. You're pretty sure it was one of you, so thank you. You can't remember who made me aware of the Wolfpack Rouge CMF. You got 4 of them. Wow. Now, did you order that through Bricks and Pieces as far as that piece? Because that's another thing is that, what was it? The reindeer? That they put one reindeer in the elf set? And of course, people are going to want at least another one, if not 7 more. So there was a run on, those reindeer, and they're like $5 a piece. It's craziness. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to be able to make a full Santa and Rudolph and all the reindeer mock, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be one of my top priorities. I'll just put it that way. I have other things that I'd like to spend my money on, like this set. I'm so excited about this set. Let's see. Ursula was in the CMF. It was. Okay. Oh, minifig collector. Hey, how are you, Robbie? Good to see you. Yeah, we were just talking about, if you want to talk about minifigure collecting, talk to minifigure collector. How many full sets of CMFs do you have, Robbie? Because if anybody here has them, it's going to be you, is my guess. So I'm just knolling right now because I'm going to be going in reverse order. I'm going to be doing the scorpion first. Because I think, like I said, when we're in a sort lug call and I have a minifig question, I always ask Robbie if I can ever get an word in edgewise. The Disney villains as minifigs were in the CMFs. Ah, well, see, that's interesting because when I talked with the store, they told me that if I wanted to get a female Disney character, I have to buy the Aurora Cottage for $40. I said, I like doing these challenges, but I'm not going to drop $40 just so I can get the Maleficent character. Oh, GOW Grasshopper, how are you? Yeah, we're knolling right now, and I'm just so excited about look at all these wonderful dark red pieces here. This is amazing. I'm so stoked about this. Yeah, we were talking about prices for CMFs, the video, how expensive they are. This also has a lot of teeth, by the way. I don't know if you can see that. I have to pan up a little bit. The teeth are right here. Fa la 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 la. Ka-ching. Yeah, yeah, like I said, and I love Christmas. I will say that when I was living in a house in Cary, I used to have those inflatable characters. Like one of my favorite ones was this moose that used to pop out of a Christmas present. So, you know, it had a rotating cycle. It would, you know, pop up out of the present and then come back down. And yeah, yeah. So that's one thing I do miss. I do miss, you know, when I had this townhouse before I started downsizing and traveling around, going around the country. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, but yeah, Christmas is a fun time. And did I ever tell you that I used to go Christmas caroling too when I was a child? I don't know. I may have told you that story already. I always worry that I just repeat myself when I do these streams. It's like, oh my God, she's going through that story again. What is a Wolfpack Rouge CMF? Yeah, what is a Wolfpack? I think that's a castle line. We only have one chain in this whole thing, one gold chain, which kind of, I guess, is surprising. I'm not sure what that's for. I imagine it's for the dragon. Yeah, so when you do this in reverse, expect to have to null your parts because you won't be able to do this by bag. But we're doing this in reverse order today. The Disney villains are mini dolls. They came, figure since it was a girl wanted the mini doll version. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't have a lot of mini dolls, but as you can see, I have Mulan. And that was another reason why I had a harder time with this challenge, is that I don't have a lot of Disney figs. I have some Star Wars figs, I have some Marvel figs, I have some Disney figs, but there are some people who are just crazy, crazy, crazy about, you know, Disney. And, you know, Flynn is one of them, but that's not me. You know, I don't have a lot of Disney stuff. Okay, the only problem with this color is that my dark grays blend in really well with this. Series 16. Series 16 is the Disney villains? Or Series 16 is where the Rogue Wolf Pack was. I'm guessing that's the Rogue Wolf Pack. So are you building, because I know you've got the blacksmith shop, are you building, you sound very similar to Fourth World Adam, because Fourth World Adam is big into the wolf pack as well. Was the Sticky Monsters, oh, Strictly, Strictly Monsters instead of Sticky Monsters. That would be, that would be a funny set. Sorry. You buy the cheap Disney Friends sets for $9.99 or $12.99. Yeah, I was thinking about going with one of those sets for one of my future streams. The one that I was thinking about is the electric car. Did you get that one, GOW Grasshopper? You got a complete Disney Series 2. Wow. He's like the Forestman Wolfpack mashup. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, I talk a lot with Fourth World Adam because he and Matthew and I have done some collabs together. And yeah, he's big into that. So, okay, so now we can start. We're going to be working on this. For those of you who just joined, we are doing Thrifty Thursday and the 3-in-1 Fire Dragon collector set, or creator rather than collector set. And as you can see, I'm going to end with the dragon because that's the one I really want. Yeah. But we were talking earlier about some of the hidden Easter eggs I put into my bunker. My bunker is here, by the way, for those of you who missed it. This is going to be at Brickcan, so I just posted it. So for those of you interested, that's where the Brickanista will be hanging out when the end of the world comes. So, yeah, there is an electric car. I thought it was a polybag. Maybe it is a. It's one of the sets that does fall into the like the 1999 range. So if you're interested in that, it has like a windmill that goes with it. Maybe I should just plan to do it on one of my Thrifty Thursday streams. The one thing about some of the Friends sets that I really kind of gives me hives just thinking about it is because I like doing modulars. I hate it when it's an open-ended, you know, kind of dollhouse format. I hate that. I would rather, like, that's why I like the bunkers, because the bunkers are enclosed. But yeah, oops. Let's see, make sure I'm using the right one. Is this a clip or is this the click hinge? Okay, I think it's the click hinge. Yeah, okay. So I'm just looking at these and making sure I got the right one. So Elva McLaren, is that the name of the character? I'm trying to get the context of this. What set am I asking about? I'm asking about the set that has the, it has a windmill. It's a Friends set with a windmill, and it's supposed to be like an electric car and a refill station kind of thing. What are some Easter eggs in my bunker? Oh, okay. I will show you that in just a second. Let me finish this step. Let me get this one. I should have one more. One more red. Where is it? That's a clip. Let's see, make sure. Yeah, it's supposed to be one more in here. Okay. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Are you hiding somewhere? So these are, I believe, supposed to be for the feet. The electric car. Yes, thank you, Glenn. Yeah, so how much is that? I think it's $19.99, if I remember right. Because I was looking at that for a future stream to do that. Okay. I'm flummoxed by this. Oh, okay. I think, no, it says that. All right, well, while I'm trying to sort through that, I need to put these pieces in the meantime. I love these too, by the way. The one with the double pin connection or double stud connection. You're thinking Speed Champions. Yeah, actually, there is the Ghost Driver, I think. There's another 1999 set. It was between that set and this one that I almost got. And it has a big pirate flag on the back. And it's a 1999 Technic set that you can get for this. Okay, now I'm really flummoxed here. This is not making me happy. I'm looking for this red piece. And I've been really good about knolling, and I'm pretty sure I didn't drop any pieces, but I will double check. Make sure the box doesn't have another bag in it. Nope. Okay. If anybody has eagle eyes and sees a red, I need another one of these. Another one of these red pieces. Electric car is $14.99. Right. Okay, perfect. Yeah. That's awesome, Robbie. I'm building a Forestman Wolfpack residence. So you wanted to get a handful. Surprisingly cheap. The Gravedigger, yes. Yes, the Gravedigger, that set looks pretty cool. And it was, I think, 1999. And it has a massive pirate flag on it that I could use. And that Gravedigger sticker looks super cool, too. So I was looking at that as an option. Okay, since you were asking about Easter eggs, I have 3 in here. The first one's easy to see because it's right on the top here. It says everything is awesome. So that's a little tile that everything is awesome band, like a cover art for an album. You built the dragon? You mean the wyvern? Yes, I know. It is actually a wyvern, isn't it? I know. They call it the fire dragon, but nobody would know what a wyvern is, so that's why they do that. Okay, so that's the first Easter egg. The second Easter egg, which is easy to see here, is you see that panda tile? So that little panda tile, as you probably remember, I said this on one of my earlier streams, that is like a Brickanista thing. So that's another Easter egg. And the third Easter egg, I don't know if I want to pop the top off. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can angle this. Oh, yeah, you can see it. Okay, so right there in the upper right corner is the Bricks LA tile that we got from the Bricks LA goodie bag. And the guy who's coordinating it is John, who's the husband of Aileen, who did Bricks LA. So that's kind of an Easter egg kind of for him. So anyway, those are the 3 Easter eggs in my little mock, if you're paying attention. Grasshopper, they are keen. The electric car, I mean. You built the dragon, I mean the wyvern, yes, exactly. Yes, that pirate flag is huge. Isn't it amazing? That's why I looked at that and I said, it's 1999. It's a pretty massive Technic set. And it's got the flag and that cool sticker. So yeah, that's why I was thinking that. That panda tile reminds me of Hello Panda Cookie. Oh, yes, those Hello Panda cookies are cute. Okay, so I am now, like I said, I'm double checking because I'm looking at this going, yeah, it's red 2, 2, 2. All right, well, I don't see it here. And I know Corneta always says, trust in the brick. Trust in the brick. But I was very careful opening these. I don't know if I have one in my stash. I will have to look. But anyway, so that's kind of where we're at right now, is I'm missing that. Okay, we'll keep going. It might appear magically underneath something else. It might be stuck. Like this would have been a perfect place for it to hide, would be underneath something like that. I'm just gonna look real quick just to make sure it's not hiding somewhere. Little red. Okay, well, okay, we're just gonna keep going. We are just gonna plug through, and it might be missing a leg. It'll give it character. That's what it is. We're building character here. Okay. So let me zoom out again. Yeah, so the panda, when I saw that, as you know, I tend to get very excited about pandas. It's like, you know, I kind of squeal when I see pandas. It's like, ee, so cute. So cute. There's actually, there's a TikTok video of a Chinese guy who's like in a panda sanctuary with a panda head on, and he looks like a little baby, and he's like rocking back and forth in the panda's arms, and then he takes his head off, and then the panda like is in shock, and I feel so bad because that panda's kind of like, what happened to my baby? It's like, the baby's not a baby. So anyway, so I never hear the noise of Lego falling on the ground. Well, that's kind of like if you're in the middle of the forest and a Lego falls on the ground. Do you hear it? If we really want to get kind of zen on everybody here. Let's see. Okay, so there is, all right, they have this 2x2 black. Okay, so this is interesting. This is also an interesting piece. Let's see if I can show it to you. It's a 2x2, and it's got a Technic pin, and it's got this like click hinge thing on the side. And it says they want us to take this and click it, I think, in here until it snaps. Yeah. It's a clicky hinge thing. You got 4 bandmates ice cream, the 2 cats werewolf, and an alien. Oh, that's right. I got the alien too. I forgot about that. I do have the alien as a bandmate too. So I have 4, and that's it. Minifigure collector, I got lucky and found a box full. Yeah. You love the Shark Singer. Oh yeah, the Shark Singer looks good too. See, I will probably bite the bullet and get the pirate set when it comes out because it has the Kraken, that shark, and that punk mermaid. But I just don't like having to spend that much money on minifigs and that whole line. It really bothers me. Your Lego always falls on your chair? Well, I don't know. I could check, but I don't know. Now I'm starting to think maybe I might regret that because, well, it's supposed to be right here, so that's not too hard to redo if I find it. But yeah, I'm kind of bummed when that happens, but I'm gonna keep building. I'm just gonna keep building because that's what I like to do. Yeah, and I love these pieces too. These wedge pieces, these are awesome. That's looking really nice. Zoom in a hair. Yeah, I like that. You talking about the bandmates new sets? Yes. The pirate one, that one looks amazing. So yeah, I wouldn't mind possibly getting that. But it goes back to, if you're gonna drop $100, do you want to drop it on a video set, or do you want to drop it on something like the Friends set, or something else that might be more appealing? Like I said, it kind of bothers me. It bothers me that they give you almost too many choices, right? When it comes to the sets. Lucky and looking for the shark and the bunny. Yeah, see, but you're a minifigure collector. I'm not a minifigure collector. Keep calm and build on. Exactly. That's what I'm going to do. Because we're here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, and we're pretty chill about things in general, I think. At least I try to be. Because, like I said, after my accident too, I've been very contemplative lately. They're a little expensive. A little expensive? They're very expensive. And on top of that, okay, so I went to the Bricks and Minifig store to get Ursula today. And they were selling the video boxes for $25 there, even though you can get them from the Lego store for only $20. I was like, I was in shock. Are you planning to get the Friends apartment set? Well, now that the apartment set has been announced, I feel like I should get the perk set first. Cafe perk. I don't know. It's like they reel you in. They reel you in with all these different things. Yeah, you want the octopus guy. Yeah, see, I mean, there's so many things you could do, but like I said, it goes back to, like, here's another example. The piano was one that I was eyeing on my list. But then it's like $300, that piano. And I don't know. I have a real piano. I mean, right behind me is an electric piano. So, should I, which cost me less than $300 because I ended up getting it in a trade. I don't know. That's kind of a long story, but yeah, I don't know. I just, and then I think I may have mentioned that the NES, that, the NES was really cool. It was cool to see, but you could buy a used NES that works and you could get it for less money, right? Pass. You're going to pass on what, the bandmates? Yeah. Or you're going to pass on the piano. Yeah, like I said, the NES, the only thing that I did want was the Mario. So I did, kind of get the Mario. I did do that. So I said, I did want the Mario. You saw Mario, and you notice I didn't put Mario out today because it seems to upset you when Mario is not alive, when his batteries are not charged up. It's like people are protesting. It's like Mario is, soulless. It's like, no, he's just doesn't have his battery charged. He's okay. So yeah, I figured I didn't want to traumatize you anymore. We are being bombarded with too many sets. I agree. I totally agree. The bottom has to give soon. That's just economics. Too much supply. I absolutely agree with that, which is why I'm really promoting these smaller sets, because you don't want people to go into debt too much over a toy. It's sad, but I mean, there's a lot of people spending a lot of money where, I could, if I spent the money on, let's just say, the Roman Colosseum, right? $800, $900 for a Roman Colosseum, which to me is not that interesting. I would rather use that money to get sets like this. I just think it's just a shame that Lego keeps promoting, buy, buy, buy. And of course it helps them, but is it really good for people? And I think it also teaches kids kind of the wrong things too. That if you have kids who come from wealthy families who can get, whatever set they want, I think it teaches them really bad values. I think that they should be enjoying what you have rather than envying what you don't have, right? Sorry, I'll be off of my soapbox. We are being bombarded, yes, but I can put a Raspberry Pi in your NES set. Okay. I have not programmed a Raspberry Pi, so kudos to you. That would be fun. It would be great if you're going to post that. Put that on your Instagram post when you get that done. What band do you love? Do you have, Brickanista? I have the Alien. As far as bandmates, I have the Alien and the Red Panda. And then as far as the main ones, I have the Punk Pirate and the Mermaid. You really want the Boombox bandmates set, but I would never open it. You just want the Boombox. Okay. That's funny, because you need to find somebody like minifigure collector who just likes the minifigs. So you give him the minifigs, and then you get the box, if that's how you roll. For sure, your parents would never get me $100 toy. I know. There it is. It was hiding. Yay! It was hiding under the red. Okay, we can go back now. We can put this in its proper place. I think I can get to it without too much fuss. Hopefully, oops. A little bit of fuss, but not too bad. See, I was keeping the faith. I didn't give up. I didn't go to my collection. So, yay! Okay, life is complete. I can now say I lived a complete life. You can see my life is pretty drab right now. Yeah. Your parents would never buy, yeah. You had to buy your own NES in 85 or 86, cutting yards and washing cars. Yes, exactly. My very first car was a Toyota Celica. It was used, and my parents helped with the insurance, and they paid for half, and then I had to come up with the other half. Never doubted it. Yes, I know. Like I said, Cowboy Kenobi, you have trained me well. You have trained me well to trust in the brick. You are a worthy mentor. Oh, PT McEwen's here. What are we building tonight? We are building the Fire Dragon 3-in-1 set, and we're starting with the Scorpion. So the Scorpion body right now, and I'm very intrigued by this because you probably know with the Rebrick This challenge, we've had a few Scorpions, so it's not a sculpture that I'm familiar with, so I'm really excited about that. So, hello, PT McEwen. Yeah, and then I just found out a couple days ago about the specs for the bunkers, the post-apocalyptic dream bunkers. So I gave a goal for myself to build one in time for BrickCan. So that's why I've been kind of a little off in my game because I like slamming so many things into one week. Any cool parts? Yes, lots of cool parts here. In fact, I'll show you this one that I'm using right now. So this is a 2x2 with a Technic hole all the way through, and it's got this connection here as well. So I'm working on it right now. Yeah, and it's got these long pins, but the best part, look at this. Look at all of this dark red. This set has so many dark red pieces, and even these little pieces that you normally would see in black. Oops. This is one of those like you would use on the back of a car. Yeah. So these in dark red. I'm so excited. Yeah. It's very, very cool. You like the colors. Yeah, the reddish stuff. Exactly. This whole color palette, this is also cool too. This dark blue arch with the corner piece. Yeah, there's a lot of them. The last time I saw these was when I was working on the spring garden set, the spring lantern. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, thanks for asking. I'm very excited about this set. Minifigure collector. I don't mean the cardboard box. I mean, I will build it, but never open it up as a stage. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Yeah, you like dark red. I know. So in this set, PT is $15.99. It's the Fire Dragon set. This one. So this, and it has 234 pieces for $15.99. Yeah, exactly. What's the price point? It's so anything I build for Thrifty Thursday has to be $19.99 or less. So yeah, and the curve plates, the red. You also have this yellow and curves and some other things, and you get little nice pieces like this translucent big fire flame. Yeah, there's a lot of really really cool pieces in here. So yeah, you also have lots of brackets. So we're working on a part right now with lots of brackets. Let's see. So 1x2 bracket, there it is. Yeah, so I'm very, very excited about this set. I'm not sure where we're going with this just yet, but okay, I think it says 2 studs. 2 studs in black. I don't see 2 studs in black. What am I missing here? Here, I'll show you I'm on number 13. And so it has the bracket, and then it said two of these. Oh, I guess they're green? Oh, they're green. Okay. Yeah, instructions are not the best, I will say. Not happy, but hey, Zach Martinez. Oh, you've been here for a while, right? Sorry, you're saying hello to PT. You might just get the instructions and buy the pieces in gray and black. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think that's another great thing I like about Lego is that they do post the instructions because one of the things that in Tricky Leg, you probably know that Remy Baker had posted his pigeon that he did, which was modeled after the owl from the J.K. Rowling Harry Potter owl. So he did that, And I think a few other Tricky Lug people also did a similar thing because, you know, they weren't too happy about giving money to J.K. Rowling based on her political views. So I've refrained from buying it, even though it looks like a very cool set. And for the price point, too, it's actually a pretty good price point. Okay, so this looks like, I'm just making sure I'm doing this right, because I don't see this pin, so I'm assuming that that means that this goes on this side. I see, it goes over the eyes. Okay. Those green, creepy eyes. Which one thing I probably should get is one of those black lights, because everybody, like Brickworm, swears by it. I should get one because, you know, some of these will really glow really well in black light. You did the pigeon and he did the owl. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. I know that there were a couple tricky luggers who took the instructions and sourced all the parts either from their own collection or locally or through Bricklink, and then just decided not to give J.K. Rowling the money, which is, I think, really hard. I think there's a lot of people who really like the Harry Potter, you know, mythology and the stories, you know, but you don't want to support that kind of mentality, right? I don't know. I haven't really gotten into that political discussion. I know Mairead and Remy are big on that whole discussion, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it, honestly, because it's like separating the art from the artist, in my opinion. This is really dope, yo. Look at that. That sculpting. It's really cool. The Flying Owl set, yes. You love that set. You want to buy it. And it looks like it's a good price, too. It's like $40 for that. And it's got all the mechanics and everything. Are the pigeon pics on your Instagram? I think you did post those. You're so happy you got the Wizard of Oz figures today? Ooh, that sounds good. I know you've been looking for those. So far, every coral colored piece glows very well under black light. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think. Okay, let me check. You got this, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow from that CMF set, but didn't hunt the others down. Ah, yeah, I don't know. It's that's a classic. That's a classic movie. I mean, that's something that I think a lot of people will get a lot of enjoyment from. Like I said, I'm not a big minifigure collector, except for pandas. You know, maybe just the Panda Man. I've got a very small collection of minifigs, and like I said, I don't know. I got a thing for pandas, so I say that jokingly, but you see that I got 11 panda heads so that I could make that mock. September 13th, 2020. Wow, that was a while ago, Cornado. That's pretty cool though that you've got that. Okay, so PT, you were asking about interesting parts. Here's another one that's really interesting. It's a 2x2 brick with this Technic hole, and then it's got this ratchet circular thing too. So I don't know what it's called. So the Brickanista Broadcast Network, it's called the circular thing. So anyway, and then this piece goes in and it clicks in here, and then it gives you that, you know, clicking motion. So yeah, there's some really, really cool pieces in here. And like I said, for $15.99, it's like I almost wanted to buy two just to have the red. Because I may, once this dragon is made, I'm going to make the scorpion first. But once the dragon is made, I'm thinking, yeah, I might have to get another one of these. Like I said, I love the creator sets. The creator sets are really a great value, and you get a lot out of it, in my opinion. And there might be some people who would rather work on the larger sets, but I like these smaller sets. I think they don't get enough PR. I think a lot of people like to build the bigger sets, which I do too. I mean, Pirates of Barracuda Bay was an amazing set to build, but it also takes several days, right? You are not done with that for a while. Okay, what am I missing here? Let's see. I got the red. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. You want to turn it upside down and then connect it. Ah, okay. I see what they're doing. Okay, so this is going here. Yeah, this orange is interesting too. I've started really liking orange, and as you know, I built that corgi for Logan the corgi, and I posted that, by the way, also on the brick can page. I'm looking forward to that convention. I think it starts tomorrow, but yeah, I think there's there's just so many cool things happening right now. That's why it's been extremely busy, and honestly, having to do that Disney thing every day, I couldn't do it. There's just too much going on this week with BrickCan, and I got the bunker spec just recently because, oh, if you're wondering why did I do the bunker, okay, let me just check on the chat. Ratchet circular thing will work. Okay, thank you. Shane Levan is here. Hey, Shane. Wow, it's late for you. Thank you for stopping by. You love that cyborg set you and Devo did a few weeks back? Yeah, the cyber drone. That was a really good set. You got you got one set. You picked up three more. Well, see, that's the thing. That was like a $10 set, so you can afford it. So, yeah, welcome, Shane. It's great to have you here. You have so many large sets, the R2D2 and about 5 city buildings that you're dreading building. Well, see, that's the thing is that those bigger sets take days to do. So, who's going to BrickCon or BrickCan this weekend? Yeah, I'm going to be there. Holy Shane. Yeah, Shane, this is like the new Tricky Bricks After Dark. There's a bunch of us who hang out at 9 o'clock at night Pacific time. So for you, it's like midnight. We are like the late night. We're like the, who was it, the James Corden group. Yeah, we have fun hanging out here. So yeah, welcome. You just got done with D&D. Oh, okay. Were you the dungeon master or were you one of the players or? I used to play D&D back in the day. In fact, in my high school yearbook, I am the president of the D&D club. And my brother makes fun of me because like once the photo was taken then something else came up and I stopped doing the D&D things, but yeah, that was a long time ago though. I haven't played D&D in a long time. The Disney Habitat Build Challenge was stressing. Yeah, but you got it done. Yeah, I don't know. Doing it every day during the week of BrickCan, more power to you, PT. I was too focused on my BrickCan things. John and I could never get a consistent schedule, so I'm glad there is a new After Dark alternative. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. We could probably come up with the Brickanista After Dark. I don't know. It's just called the Brickanista Broadcast Network. The Late Brick Show. Yeah, I love that. The Late Brick Show because oh, some other piece of news that came up is that I got invited to be a part of a Twitch raid train. So I'm going to be on the raid train with Miss Tapcat. Well, it starts with Brick and Nick. So Brick and Nick, then Cranky Bricks, then Miss Tapcat, then me, then Set to Build. So yeah, I was really stoked. So that's on Sundays at 5 p.m. Pacific. What happened to John? John's still doing stuff, but he's so busy at work because of his schoolwork that he's been doing. So yeah, I mean, I still keep in touch with him because of the daily brick limit stuff, but it's just been hard for him to do all of that. Okay, this is like black instructions on, I think they want this in the middle. I'm guessing it's supposed to go here. Let's see. Maybe I should look at the next page. After Dark doesn't seem PG. Well, trust me, some of the conversations that have been here have not been PG. Definitely not. Let's just say that between Glenn, Cowboy Kenobi, and R2D2, I mean, and then sometimes Hooded One too. I mean, you guys really pushed the limits. I will say that. Okay, I'm hating this instruction because I think, all right, I think I moved this in the wrong place. This I think goes into, well, I think they wanted After Dark because, I mean, there's a lot of really good kids on the stream. I mean, I really like some of them. Like Matthew Builds Bricks is one of my favorites, as well as Orange Bricks. And you know, there's some really good ones, but there's some that you're just like, you know. And I didn't bring a brick separator over here. Oh no! Oh no! My fingers are cramping too. Okay, let's see if we can do it this way. No, it's not behaving. All right, there we go. Fingernails engaged. Naomi, I heard it's not a raid train, it's a relay. Yeah, yeah. Actually, the passing of the brick built batons. Yeah, we actually talked about that we didn't want to call it a raid train because that's too many people have been using that term. Okay, so I'm hoping this is the correct way. Let's hope. Let's hope I got it right this time. I don't know. I'm just looking at this and it looks, this is correct. This looks correct. That's covered. And we have 2 studs there. Okay, I hope that is right. Okay, so this little claw thing is now going to go into here. So PT, you were asking about these parts. So there's that connection for this. It goes there. Bubs and Lava Bat Matthew did their first show today. I know, and I missed it. I was on my way to the Bricks and Minifig store, so I was driving when they were live. How was it? Did you tune in? John should have some more time during the summer, hopefully. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, no, he's a lot of fun to hang out with, especially when we were doing our daily brick limit thing. Yeah, and that thing went, you know, around the world. That thing was awesome. You feel weird watching Matthew build bricks like I'm too old? He and I are actually, he and I and Fourth World Adam have partnered on a collab, and he is one of the most mature people I've ever met. He's, for his age, I mean, he's an old soul. He's really a kind person, loves, he's really talented too with the bricks as well. And so I really don't see age as an issue. And clearly they don't either with me. So if you think you're too old, I mean, really, seriously, you shouldn't worry about that. Yeah, they did great. The future of Lego. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're ever too old. Good thing you can watch me every Wednesday night and Saturday afternoon. Well, I stream on Wednesday night though, so I can't watch you on Wednesday night. Saturday afternoon, let's see, I stream on Saturdays as well, but late. So yeah, but you stream on Twitch, right? Are you streaming on YouTube now too? Let's see, make sure I'm doing this right. Let's see. This goes here. I think the weird part is feeling weird about it. Well, I think too, I mean, think about it. We are adults and they're what, teenagers. So for us to, and the whole thought about lurking, right? That's an actual term where it's legitimate to be just like hanging out and watching and not really engaging in the conversation. But when you tell a 13-year-old that you're going to be lurking, that seems really weird. That just seems, that terminology just, you stream before me. Oh, okay. So you stream before me on Wednesdays? Okay. I don't get notifications on Twitch. Yeah, I think what I'll have to do is I need to see your schedule. And then when I see your schedule and get to know it better, then yeah, I can definitely tune in. We like to help each other out because you're almost at affiliate, right? Aren't you pretty close? Because I think when I joined, I think you were at 38, or I'm number 38, I think, of your Twitch followers. You'll have to count. I'm definitely in there. I'm one of your peeps now. I am one of the Shane peeps. Do you have like a name for your channel? As far as have you, like mine's the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Have you named something for yours? And the reason why I went with Brickanista Broadcast Network is because knew I was going to be streaming on multiple platforms, not just Twitch or YouTube or what have you. No need to tune in, but I can tell people to watch me. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think it always helps for us all to help each other. I think that's amazing that we have such a really cool community. So here we're doing the other side. Like I said, I love these curved pieces, all these Technic pieces that come with this set. And it's 15, or was it, did I say 15.99? Yeah, 15.99 for this. It's a bargain. I got mine from Target. I think it's available also from the Lego store. But yeah, this is a really good set. And like I said, I was intrigued because of this dark gray, or I'm sorry, this dark red. Yeah, so I'm very happy with this. And this dark blue too, just really cool color palette. No need, okay, I got that. Let's see. Cowboy Cornado. It's like I turn into a person I want the kids. You warn the kids about be careful of adults playing Minecraft with you. Well, I mean, you need to ask yourself why you think that way, Joel. And honestly, so some of you may or may not know that I've invited Matthew Builds Bricks to be on my stream for my birthday stream. So my birthday stream is going to be on June 3rd, and I've invited my brother. It's, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of now regretting that because my brother is really funny, and he might even say some weird stories about me. So I don't know, but I am very lucky because I have some amazing, I have, just an amazing family that is really nice to have. You know, I'm, like I said, I'm super lucky. Okay, let me see if I got this right again. Okay. So anyway, June 3rd. So Matthew, when I start streaming at 9, at 11 o'clock, he will be waking up. I think it'll be like 7 o'clock his time. He's going to join at 11. I've sent him a birthday gift. He's sending me a birthday gift. We're trying to get Fourth World Adam in there too, because Fourth World Adam, the three of us were collaborating. And when we found out when our birthdays were, it was like we're all Geminis. How weird is that? And then the other day, Hooded One said he's a Gemini too. So we've got like 4 Geminis within the Tricky Lug family. So I thought that was a lot of fun to find out. Okay, so now it looks like this and this. I'm guessing this is correct. All right, so this is what the book says. And then the book tells you to do this. So I can see the scorpion coming together. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and I thought about that when I was wrapping his gift, and I also put some gifts for his parents, and his parents are always there whenever we're having a meeting. So Fourth World Adam, Matthew, and I have been meeting twice a month for the last, I think, 3 months, 4 months or so. But it was really funny because I'm thinking to myself, I'm having this guest on, and his parents, of course, have been totally cool with this whole thing. But from the outside, somebody might say, what are you doing? What's going on, Brickanista? But like I said, Fourth World Adam is there as well, and you know we are all just one big happy family. And look at that. OMG, this is dope, yo. Look at these claws on this thing. And we're not done yet. We still have the tail to do. This is cool. And this is one of the minor builds. This isn't even the dragon. This is the scorpion that we're working on. And I like how this actually turns too. The head has this articulation. Wow. That's dope, yo. See, that's another thing is I have these little phrases that I say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Oh, speaking of which, I just got this coupon from Sticker Mule about I could get 50 stickers for a deal, and they said that so I've been debating about making these It's Dope Yo stickers using Mustache Sally as the mascot. So I think I might pull the trigger on that. That might happen pretty soon. But I was really happy that, oh, so going back to the bunker. Okay, so you know I've done a collaboration now with Boone on the stickers. So when I was finding out more about these bunkers, and the reason why I was asking about them is I'm going to be the dystopia um, theme coordinator for BrickCon. I just found out like yesterday or the day before. And so I asked, I said, hey, can I have those bunkers in my area? And Sean said, absolutely. If you want to do that, yeah, you can definitely have those in your area. So that's when I reached out to Perry, because I found out from Dave Sheffick that Perry Nation, also known as Perry Wang, is the guy who did the coordination of that. So I reached out to Perry, and he sent me all the specs, and we've been doing that. Yes, do the dope yo stickers, okay? All right, I will do that. Hashtag it's dope yo, and I think we'll use Mustache Sally as the as the mascot. Cool. All right, so I'm talking to Perry, and then he sent me a couple links, and he sent me the spec, and it's pretty much like a mini modular. If you can think about it, it's like a 16 by 16 by 13 tall modular, and I had a lot of fun working on that, and I got it filed in time for BrickCan, and I reached out to a couple people within the Bricks Cascade community who did participate in that. So what we're doing is we're promoting this because since I'm going to be the theme coordinator, I would love to get people to do bunkers for BrickCon. And we might even be able to do bunkers for if we wanted to. I know we're already working on another collab, but if people wanted to do bunkers as well, in addition to the Let's Go Camping thing, then yeah, we could definitely do that. The spec is not that hard. I mean, it took me what a couple hours to do the base, and then I had to decorate it. So anyway, so the other thing that's another cool piece you're asking about, PT, is these cheese wedges. So we have these cheese wedges that are in this color. Yeah. So anyway, lots of goodness, lots of really awesome pieces in this set. That's dope, yo. What, as far as the bunkers? Yeah, or just being the dystopia theme coordinator. I'm so excited about that because last year I was the co-coordinator for architecture. So that was fun because it was really cool seeing the different kind of buildings and things people were doing. But I asked Sean, who's coordinating that, I said, yeah, I really love doing it, but could I get a different theme this year? And he said nobody had dystopia. And I was like, OMG, I want dystopia. Because we were talking about steampunk airships, and that we're thinking about putting some steampunk airships in as well. And I said, you know, this is perfect. It's so perfect for me. Here's another one of those really cool pieces in black. And then we're going to put that gray. So I think this is, the fourth one I've made with this click hinge. thing. So yeah, there's, like I said, lots of awesome, awesome pieces in this set. Okay, let's see. This goes here. The only true cheese wedge is from Speedy Gonzales. That is true. I was really happy to see that. And honestly, I'm not really a Speedy Gonzales fan, and I was a little disappointed by that. I mean, I'm not in the Hispanic community. I don't know if anybody here can represent the Hispanic community, but I was a little disappointed they went down that road, honestly. So, I don't know. But that's another story. Okay, this is nice. So we're working on the tail portion now. Yeah, so going back to Tricky Bricks After Dark. So Shane, there have been some conversations in this channel which are definitely more racy than others. And when you get Debo, Cornado, and Glenn in the room together, those three like feed off of each other. It's kind of funny, but they seem to have a good time. So yeah, and we just play it kind of casual here. You get 4 wedges though. 4 wedges with Speedy Gonzales. Yeah, I guess that's good. I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't know. I really should ask somebody from the Hispanic community about how they feel about it. It's kind of like, you know, some of the CMFs, they do a really good job honoring people, but other times it's kind of like they're just perpetuating the stereotype. And that to me kind of bothers me. This, after all, this is Asian American History Month. So there's lots of stuff going on about just different things that have happened in Asian history. In fact, today I gave a speech for a group. Let's see, was it Home Depot? Yeah, Home Depot. I gave a speech to Home Depot congratulating them on the work that they've been doing. And it was in Ogden, Utah. Or virtually, I was there. What are you talking about? We're mods. We set a good example. Points to Halo balanced on his horns. Yes. Like I said, when the 3 of them get together, and the 3 of them and Brickworm are my mods for this channel. So, and like I said, sometimes when they are chatting, it is hilarious. The banter is super funny. So they keep me laughing, and I have fun with that. In fact, we need to talk about I want to have an episode of Meet the Mods where we're all kind of chatting together while we're building, kind of similar to what you've seen on other channels, but we have to find a date that works for everybody. So I think we're going to do that on a Sunday sometime in June. So yeah. Like I said, when they when they start talking together, it's super funny. They just like play off of each other. So like, for example, on Twitch, I have an option where you can have me sing a phrase. And I think I was talking about this band called Down with the Sickness, or not Down with the Sickness, Disturbed. I was talking about this song that they sing called Down with the Sickness. And so I think Cowboy Cornado redeemed his points, so I would sing that. And in the banter, it's like, I think Glenn was saying, "You better pay up, cowboy." And he's like, "I did. It's like, yeah, so they made me sing Down with the Sickness by Disturbed. That was not I wouldn't recommend that you listen to my version of that, but I'm sure it provided a lot of entertainment for you. You're surprised that Tricky Bricks hasn't asked one of the loyal viewers to join them on Sundays? Well, actually, Debo and I are going to be there on Wednesday. So this coming up Wednesday, we still have to work out the details. But yeah, I think I think they're just comfortable with the group that they have. And, you know, I mentioned this to other people about, there's a lot of, we're going back to the teenagers, right? A lot of the teenagers, they go, I want to be on your stream. I want to be on your stream. And I was telling them, you know, not just me, but other people, it's like, you know, if you want to be on somebody's stream, it's like going to somebody's house for dinner, right? You don't just show up and expect them to serve you dinner, right? You've got to wait for an invitation. So I think that there's this like immediate gratification part of people, and that you just have to realize that even me, I was invited a year ago and I haven't been invited until now. So, and I tried to explain to them, I said, so, you know, I don't think I've been doing anything wrong, but it's just that it's not the right time. Okay, so what am I doing here? We've got this, we got this, we got this, and there it is. I was wondering, where is the next connection? There we go. Yeah, so like I said, you just gotta wait for an invitation, and you know, when they're ready, they'll invite you. And I think they're now ready for me and Debo. so so yeah, so I think they want to participate in the Rebrick This challenge that we've been doing. So we've been doing this now for 3 months. We have our review show, which will be coming up this Sunday, and we will be announcing the next one. I think we're announcing it on Sunday. I don't know. We haven't talked to Tricky Bricks. They may want to announce it on Wednesday when we're on their show. So, like I said, I haven't gotten the details yet. I'm assuming this is what they're doing for the tail. Here, let me zoom out a little bit because it's getting bigger. But you can see all the connections. That this is a really great set. Like I said, this is one of the minor builds. This isn't even the major build. This is the Scorpion, which is the third build. So I may need to break this up into a couple of different streams because there's just a lot going on here. Okay, because I've been streaming for about 2 hours, and you know I haven't been the fastest builder, but look at that. I mean, all of this is just freaking amazing, honestly. It's a really, really cool set. There's lots of articulation here. You've got, you know, the head can move back and forth as well. You got this going on with the claws, and even the claws can move back and forth. They really did a good job on this. Hasn't asked, let's see, instead of other YouTubers. Yeah, well, I think what they're trying to do, Joel, is they're trying to improve their base of followers. So that's why they've been going outside, and that's why they've invited Cy O'Connor and Brick Huntress and some of them. I'm not photogenic enough or interesting enough to be on a panel. Hey, like I said, if you want to, you know, you're one of those people that I would invite to my channel. So we can, in fact, I haven't really done an interview yet for a while. And the reason why is I had an interview set up with the Lego Masters from the Netherlands, but they had to reschedule. So now I'm thinking about, you know, what's the next step. So yeah, giant claws. I know, they're amazing. These claws are dope, yo. This is dope. In fact, maybe I'll have to put like this clog on it. It's dope, yo. This is a great set. Like I said, I built one of the minor ones of the 3-in-1. This isn't even the dragon. And this is why I started with this set, just thinking, trying to understand too the body style, because several people did a scorpion for the Rebrick This challenge that Debo and I are sponsoring. So yeah, this is pretty freaking amazing, actually. I love this. Okay. All right. So I've been streaming now for 2 hours. So I'm thinking I could. Originally, I was going to do all 3, but it's taken me 2 hours to do the small one. But don't forget, this is a set that has 234 pieces. So I may bail on this one unless I schedule another stream and then do the main one. But I'm thinking I may just go for the main one. Have you done the 3-in-1 shark set? I have done the 3-in-1 shark set, but not on a stream because it was the last year for BrickCon. It was the set that they used for a lot of the games. Thriftiest. That one I think is the thriftiest. I think it was like $14.99 for that one. You got the set for $6? Whoa. That is thrifty, yo. Okay, so I think if I don't want to be here all night, I think I'm going to have to do the dragon as the main setup. I don't know. What do you guys think? And like I said, if you are interested, like I said, I want to have a meet the mods session. And I don't know, I'm a little nervous about that because of the way they banter. I'm wondering how they're going to banter live. I think it could be a lot of fun. So anyway, like who mods the mods is the question. All right, so we'll take a close up of this. In fact, let me move some of these pieces out of the way, and then take a close up, and then we will unbrick this and do the main dragon. So, but that is a really nice set. I mean, like I said, that scorpion alone is cool. Okay, take care, PT. See you at BrickCan. Yes, I will be at BrickCan, so you can see my 4 builds. I have to still supplement them with some other things. Your Walmart put it on clearance. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to start tearing this apart. I did drop one piece on the floor. I see it over there, so I'm going to need to get that. But yeah, and I probably should get a brick separator now that I'm thinking about this. But yeah, and I think it goes back to you know, a lot of us here are from Tricky Bricks. Some of you know me from Sort Lug, but I think we just have a really awesome community of people who are just really wanting to help each other out, and I think that's really special. And I don't think there's a lot of streams like that. And so this is kind of a, I don't know, like an offshoot of Tricky Bricks. It's like what Shane was saying earlier, like Tricky Bricks After Dark, that, you know, we've gotten together and started doing this on a regular basis. And I know PT just left, but he told me he likes showing up to my streams too because I focus on some of the smaller sets, because honestly, not everybody can afford some of the bigger sets. I mean, I know people are really excited about some of the big sets coming out, but not everybody can afford that. So there's got to be another outlet for that too. So that's why I do Thrifty Thursdays on Thursdays. And a lot of my other things are MOCs, because you don't need a lot of money to do MOCs. In fact, what's been interesting is what I do like about the minifig habitats is that it is a pretty small profile, and most people can figure out a set of their bricks where they can do that. You know, same thing with this bunker. I mean, this bunker is pretty straightforward. I think the biggest thing I love about this, by the way, I forgot to mention, oops, is the lighting. So in my case, I put two LEDs. So these are power function LEDs, and they fit right into these Technic 1x2s. So the spec actually talks about this, and what I'll do is I'll go into Discord and put the spec in there too, because some people might want to do it for Bricks by the Bay. In fact, Matthew Builds Bricks and I have already talked about doing a collab with probably Fourth World Atom. So if anybody wants to jump in on the this doing a bunker, you know, like I said, I don't want to dilute though the Let's Go Camping thing. Okay, I'm a little worried about this. I'm hoping that this connection stays. So I'm not going to tear that up because my fingernails aren't going to last. So I'm going to hope that these connections, because I don't think there's anything else that connects to that. So I'm just going to leave those in place for everyone's sanity, not just mine, everybody's sanity for this. Yeah, but when Debo and I started the Rebrick This challenge, it all started because of one of my streams. And he said, I was working on the Minions Return of Gru, I think, set. It was one of the Thrifty Thursdays. And, you know, he said that would be a great set for a Rebrick. And then we started talking after the stream, and I said, you know, do you want to try to do a Rebrick challenge? Because Tricky Bricks hasn't done one in a long time. So yeah, that's when we started. Later, PT, see you at BrickCan. Yeah, that's right. A bunch of us are going to be at BrickCan. What did you file, Cowboy Kenobi, for your BrickCan MOCs? Did you put in some of your buildings? Because those are, your city is amazing. You have a pretty dope city. Do you need a visa to go to BrickCan? Not right now, because it's all virtual. Yeah, that's a great thing about going to BrickCan right now is you don't need a passport to go to BrickCan. And they won't stop you at the border. They will now because right now they're not letting anybody in from the United States because of COVID, which is sad. In fact, the last big international trip I took was to Vancouver for this nonprofit that I belong to, and it was an amazing trip. In fact, I was just talking about that with the Home Depot people today, and I told them I was mentioning that I spent Valentine's Day with two other ladies where we just enjoyed each other's company because we were all single and just hanging out together. And I said it was probably one of the best Valentine's days I've ever had. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it was funny because I remember somebody said, "Oh, that's so sad." I go, "No, it was great. Don't feel sad for me. Don't feel sad for me that I wasn't on a date on Valentine's Day." I think a lot of times we put way too much emphasis on those kinds of things, and I think it's better to be, you know, with people that you enjoy their company than being with somebody you don't like their company on a day because you're supposed to. Thank you. You put the same houses, the turbine vehicles, and your mashup one. Oh, awesome. That is great. I really love also your whole steampunk thing. So I hope that you'll also consider going to BrickCon because I would love to have like a really good representation of steampunk vehicles. And you've got, what, 3 or 4 of them? Only as obnoxious as you allow them to be. USA passport holders don't need visas to go to Canada. They don't need a visa, but they do need a passport now. Either a passport or a passport card. In the past, you could just go with your driver's license. You didn't have to have all that. So yeah, it's been interesting. Just, I don't know, just the way of the world these days. I actually have a visa on my passport. Uh-oh, what happened? Check my streaming. Oh, okay. I think everything's fine with my stream. You guys are still out there, right? I think what happened is I ran out of disk space, so my backup copy, I think I ran out of disk space. But somebody text something to let me know you're still there, that I didn't drop the stream by chance, because I just got an error message. Because it says I'm still live. You guys out there? Did I just drop? Oh no, you're taunting me. Uh-oh, did I just drop? Oh, good. Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm still here. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, it's obnoxious, but it's playful obnoxiousness. Let's put it that way. I know they don't mean it in a harmful way. I think it's all in good jest. Kind of like how like I said, I'm worried about my brother coming on the stream because I'm worried about some of the things he might say. But he is so freaking funny. Oh my God. Whenever I go visit my brother, I'm always laughing so much. He just has just a really good sense of humor, and he's a very good father to his 4 kids, which I get to be the doting aunt. Though they tend to be, I don't know, kids these days, they just tend to be like, they don't want to be seen with older people. It's like, I'm good, Aunt Naomi. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, it's kind of like, all right, I will leave you alone. But I do go to like their sporting events. I've been to my nephew's softball. I've been to my niece's gymnastics tournaments. In fact, when I was living in California, I would drive a couple hours to go see my niece because I was living in the North Bay and she was going to San Jose State, and she was on the gymnastics team. So yeah, I would head down there and watch her tournaments. Bring my dog with me. He'd wait in the car, and then I'd take him for a walk before and after, and then we'd head home. Yeah, those were good times. But my nieces are amazingly talented. If any of you are friends of mine on Facebook, oh my God, I recorded a couple of their performances, and it's like, wow, I could never do that. I mean, all the backflips and things, and the balance beam, and they were. If you're familiar with the sport, that there's something called all around, where they do every single event, and some of the athletes, they focus on one or two, like maybe the vault or the balance beam or uneven bars, but they competed in all 4 events, floor exercise too. Are you attending a full day later? You're never really here. Okay, Glenn. That's funny. See, that's another thing about my mods. So I don't know who your mods are, Shane, if you're still here, but having funny mods also makes a difference too. It keeps the attitude very light and fun. A full day is May 29th, yes. Yeah, I think Joel, you and Cornado go to shop at the same place, right? In general, I remember I saw a post where you didn't know what each other looked like. You didn't know until after you posted. It was kind of like, oh, that was you? I wish I knew. Yeah, see, you know what really upsets me is that they have a full day on May 29th when all the good sets are dropping on June 1st. It's kind of like, we like the fact that you're appreciating us, but can you appreciate us like on June 6th? Does it have to be like the weekend before everything drops? Yeah, so that's kind of a pain. Mental note, get a brick separator for when you're working in this area. I usually have one. That's why I'm kind of surprised. I'm looking around to see if I always keep one on my keychain too. I think I may have mentioned that, but my keychain is over on my other work area. But a full day, yeah. In fact, I'm usually the first in line for a full day, especially with this pandemic, because I don't want to be in a crowded store. So the last time, I think not the last one, but the one before that, whenever the Mario sets dropped, I got the starter kit. So when the Luigi set drops in August, I will be first in line for that. I think you saw me build the Luigi set, and I was first in line for that, and they only had 10 sets, so they gave a little coupon to people so that they knew who was supposed to get them. There's a method to a full day scheduling. Hardly surprising. Yeah, that bothers me. It really bothers me, but oh well. Yeah, such is the way of the world, I guess. Okay, So now I think we're just about done knolling and removing, and we can start. Okay, cool. And there is a piece on the ground, and it looks like it's the very first piece I need, so I need to grab that. Hold on. It's going to be weird now that mask wearing has been lifted if you're vaxxed. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm going to be riding around in my converted Subaru for a while, because, I mean, I just still don't trust people. But I have trust issues anyway, so that's besides the point. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the summer. You pre-ordered Luigi? Oh, you can pre-order them now? I thought they don't drop until August. The rest of A-Full days are August 14th and October 31st. Oh, okay. Good to know. Yeah, no, I was under the impression that the UK will get the sets on June 1st and we won't get them, but I didn't think we could pre-order them. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go in and look. That'll save me a trip. So thank you. It definitely saved me a trip, because honestly, I try to get in and out of places. I still order curbside for pickup because I just, like I said, I just not a well, like I said, I have trust issues anyway, but I I just think, here, I'll zoom in a little bit. People are still, they still don't realize you can still carry the virus even if you've been vaccinated. And I think public officials are not getting it either. So that's not cool. That's not dope, yo. Not dope. So this is, it looks like the bottom of the dragon's head. As of about 13.25 hours ago, you're fully vaccinated plus 2 weeks and will continue to mask up. Well, good for you. I'm glad to hear that. It's weird. My last trip to Japan, I wore a mask because I wanted to be like a local. That was pre-pandemic. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's, like I said, we're not out of the woods yet. I think, for me anyway, I'm perfectly happy being in my little cubbyhole here in Seattle, ordering, like I ordered this set using the curbside ordering from Target, and they came out, put it in my car. I only had to deal with one person outdoors, and that was it. And that works well for me. That works really well. This is another cool piece. I know PT's gone, but this little inverse slope, inverse curve, that's pretty dope. That is dope, yo. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, we were joking about how dating is so much different now, and now with the pandemic it's even harder. So, and I think I was mentioning about this old movie called Amazon Women on the Moon. You may remember I mentioned that. Some of you may remember that, where Steve Guttenberg and Rosanna Arquette, and she runs his ID through a a background check before they go out on the date. Yeah, she says, you know, a girl can't be too safe, too cautious nowadays. And he goes, yeah, I really love Meryl Streep, or, you know, let's go out for sushi. And then the computer says that he usually starts off with a line about liking Meryl Streep and going to the movies. Curbside obviates shelf jumpers. Oh, I didn't realize the shelf jumpers are there too. It's weird. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so going back to the Amazon Women on the Moon, that, you know, I I just can't imagine. You know, it's got to be hard. So, like, what do? Do you say, before we go out, can you provide me with the negative COVID test results? I mean, I joke about it, but it's kind of true. I mean, do you really want to go out with somebody you don't know and risk yourself and risk your health? I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of germophobic anyway, so I guess for me, it'd be like, yeah, I would feel safer. That's for sure. That's for sure. If somebody said, "Hey, here, I can show you my COVID negative paperwork." Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, that like, how do you tell somebody that? Yeah, you seem like a nice person. Can you show me some COVID negative paperwork? Would you be willing to do that before we, go any further? Yeah. Okay, so this is interesting because I think this is the dragon's head. And I'm just looking at the position of this. This needs to go this way. And this looks like it goes here. Yeah, the other thing I noticed with the dragons, and I'll show the other dragon as comparison, they like to put these slopes like going down the back, like the scales of the dragon. You miss sushi? Well, see, I'm a vegan. I used to miss sushi, but I don't really miss it anymore. Shelf jumpers, shiny things you didn't plan on buying. Oh, okay. New Tinder profile be like, got all my vaccinations done. I love how you wrote done, D-U-N, G-O-W, grasshopper. That's great. That's funny. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't do online dating, but the whole, what is it, swipe left, swipe right, all of that just seems like so odd to me. This seems very, very strange. But I'm pretty old school, so that's my problem. But that's okay. I can be okay with that. Okay, so I was right. These pieces only click with that piece, so I think we're okay. That I didn't disconnect them. Ah, okay, so we're good. We are good. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, a friend of mine was posting about how he met his girlfriend right before the pandemic and how grateful he was that, because, they hang out with each other and do things together. And, because he met her before the pandemic. It was like, good timing for you. That's for sure. There we go. Let's see. Okay, so now we're going to do a sub build. Another sub build. You look pretty young. Can I see your driver's license? Yeah, right. And once again, these are already pre-attached, so, and it seems like those are the only pieces, so I didn't have to disconnect them. Yay! Thank goodness, because those are in there pretty hard. I was like, no, what am I gonna do? Well, like I said, these Technic connections are pretty dope. It's like all this articulation you can get from these. This is really a great set. And like I said, for the price, it's like, wow, amazing. Okay, so now this sub build attaches here. And yeah, you can see things coming together. Move in together right before the pandemic, then discover you're not compatible. Oops. Yeah, that's gotta be hard too, because I think I think part of it too is our programming in society though. I mean, people like feel like people who are so that's going back to Nomadland when we were talking earlier about the movie. No spoilers, don't worry. is that what I like about that movie is that it shows that, you know, she can handle herself, right? And I think that's an important point in that movie that they do a very good job with. So no spoilers, but just you see that in the trailers too. So we're building the other section. I'm just gonna get another sip of water here. Good night, Joel. We'll see you tomorrow, I guess. You're not gonna be on tomorrow, I guess, because tomorrow is the review show. We call the older generation boomers because the baby boom. What are we gonna call these COVID babies? Because you know, there's nothing else to do during the beginning of the pandemic. I don't know. That's an interesting thought. Lots of COVID babies being born. I don't know if I'd want to be called a COVID baby, though. I don't know if you know, 20 years from now, if these kids are going to want to be called COVID babies. Yeah. I guess people came back from the war, and that's why there was a baby boom. All these babies born because people were so happy to see each other after being apart for so long. Okay, so that, and we do another sub build again. Boomers, the next generation. Let's zoom in a little. Nope, can't make Fridays. Busy with meetings. Oh, sorry about that. Fridays are my favorite day. So I'm really, it'll be interesting to see how they handle this one though, because people are going to be submitting stacks. So if you can imagine a stack of 6 or 7 builds, and they're going to have to talk about them. So I'm still only doing one. I'm only submitting my mashup, the one with the League of Evil Villains. I think that's what I call them, the League of Evil Villains. Yeah. Okay, so this now goes here. Zoom out. And you can see that this is the body that's starting to come together. This isn't Star Trek. As far as this looks like a Star Trek, like a Klingon vessel, maybe? That's funny. Yeah. No, we are not the Star Trek network. This is the Brickanista Broadcast Network, for those of you just tuned in. And it is a very different vibe between YouTube and Twitch. And I like both for different reasons. And that's why I haven't decided to stick with one or the other. But I do like just the Lego community as a whole. I think, you know, it's a pretty nice community. People were asking me about why, you know, what got me into Lego and why, you know, why do I hang out with all these geeks? And I said because they're really nice people in general. I mean, there's a couple weird ones and bad ones, but in general, people are really, really nice. I mean, I've been very, very happy with the people I've met, the kindness that they show. Okay, so we get to put in some more cheese wedges. This time on this side, on this little slope thing. So, or stud. Yeah, that is cool. That is super cool, actually. And like I said, I'm just excited about this set because of all of this dark red in here. This dark red is amazing. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. So if nothing else, I think this is going to be a keeper also, just because it's just got such great features. Okay, so I need to make 2 of these with fangs. Okay, so it says to put fangs. Ah, okay, did I do that right? Hold up, let me just make sure I did something properly. Oh, okay, I'm supposed to put a cone on here. That's why I was going to say, there's nothing to connect to it. I don't get it. Not getting it. That's because we need this. Need that cone piece. That's very important. Okay, so now we can connect the teeth. So it looks like we got three teeth going in. Now this I have never thought about, putting a tooth on a cone like that. Or I don't know, these might be claws actually, now that I think about it, because I'm supposed to make 4 of these, I think. 2 or 4? 2 of these. Okay. So I need to make 2 of these guys. It looks like it's going to be a claw for a foot. That's my guess. Alright, so we're going to start again with this. Yeah, when I watch people like Tiago build, I just think, wow. But, you know, he's been a designer and he's familiar with so many different parts. And I'm getting better. I will say I'm getting better, but I know that I'm not the fastest builder, so thanks for hanging in there. Raise his hand, GOW Grasshopper. The next generation self-identifies as one of the weird ones. Okay. So you're raising your hand about what, being a weird one, GOW Grasshopper? Or do you feel like you need to say something? Am I not giving you the space to say something? Let's see, where's that other? There should be another red. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why you're raising your hand. That you're also a weird one? Is that why? We're all weird. That's okay. Weird is good. Also known as eccentric. In fact, here's a funny thing that happened to me the other day. Somebody asked the question to a group of us, what character in a TV movie or in a TV show or movie do you admire? And they're going around the room and people are saying things like Mary Poppins and MacGyver and, you know, some of these characters. And they get to me and I said, wow. Well, I'm going to be kind of dark here. I said, I like Batman. And I said, and I like Sigourney Weaver in Aliens, the Ellen Ripley character she played. And then I said, and I like Uma Thurman in Kill Bill 1 and 2. And I think the look of shock on their faces was just like, okay, none of this Mary Poppins stuff for you. I thought that was hilarious. It was just like, well, you know, you asked the question, there you go. Okay, I think this isn't quite balanced yet because I think it needs the back portion. But I was right, these are claws for feet, some sort. Okay, cool. It's not about speed. Well, that's good. Well, that's why I said, you know, when you go to conventions and they do speed builds and other things, and you're just kind of like going, well, it's not for me. I am not a speed builder. I am lucky if I can get something done before, you know, the end of the session. I do miss cons though. Cons were a lot of fun. So Bricks Cascade was the last con when we were all together. But Perry was really excited when I told him that I really wanted to bring these dream bunkers back. So I'm really happy that I can be a part of something new coming up. Okay, what am I missing here? It's like, was I supposed to put another one of these going this way? Aha, that must be it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Like I said, these instructions too, this blue on blue, it's just like, what? Where do you want me to put this? Yeah. Here we go. Let's see. I'm guessing it's going right in the middle. Some fine character choices. Thank you. Yeah, I thought so too. But like I said, compared to everybody else in the room, there was one guy who laughed. So I at least, it resonated with him. But I think the others had this look of shock on their faces, like, ooh, okay then. you know, like, don't want to mess with Naomi. She's, she, well, you got to admit that Uma Thurman in Kill Bill 1 and 2, oh my God. I mean, considering all the things that that character went through and how, she ended up having to take things into her own hands to make things right. Yeah. And I think one of the scenes that still, to me, impresses me is, and I don't want to give out spoilers though. How am I going to say this? How do I say this without giving out spoilers? Let's just say go watch the movie. Go watch the movie. It is an amazing feat that this woman does, and she is pretty badass. she can hold her own. Let's just call it that. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. Got that going. Okay, so all right. This is supposed to connect. Where does this connect? This connects, looks like here. Is that right? I'm just looking at this where the mixel joint is, and okay, I'm going to say it goes here. But you can see it already has this articulation with the claws here, so it's pretty nice. I imagine we're going to be doing the other side. Okay. Actually, we're doing something different because now we got some mixel joints going on. And a bar. Mixel joint and a bar. Okay. Now we didn't use these last time, these corner pieces. So it's good to see those coming in. And where's the black? This is interesting because it has a bar here and then it has the click hinge right next to it. I wonder what that's going to be all about. Wonder what's going on there. Okay, this does not look right. Is there another bigger piece? Hold up. Oh, I see. Okay, put a 1x4 down, and then you put this down. There we go. That's what they're talking about. Okay, so we got this. Okay. Guess this is the wing. Ah, okay. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Alright, so this is supposed to attach, aha, right here. Interesting. So this goes like that. Ah, look at that. All right. Very cool. That's a dope wing, yo. Dope, yo. This is a really awesome set. I'm really enjoying this. And like I said, for the price, definitely worth the price. Definitely worth it. It is. And that's why we work on these kinds of sets, because they don't get enough love. People ignore these sets, and they're just as good as some of the others. Let me focus in on that. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I think I can go a little faster now that I know what I'm doing. I say that as I hesitate a little bit. Oops. Yeah, so going back to Nomadland, I'm really glad that it won an award, because it really is a special movie. And I also like the fact that Chloe Zhao is becoming, she was the first minority Asian woman to win the Best Director award. And there's a reason for that, because it's a pretty awesome movie. Okay, so this sets aside, and then we're gonna do another one of that sub build again. Yeah, so that's one of those movies where the hype really does live up to the movie, I think. Or the movie lives up to the hype, rather. Because sometimes, you go see a movie and you're like going, really? you know, that one won an award? Like the one I'm thinking about is the one with Olivia Colman. What was the one where she's like in Elizabethan costume with Emma? What's her name? Emma Stone? That movie? Oh my god, that movie was really twisted. That was a twisted movie. I did not like that movie, and it won so many awards too. It was just like, ugh, no, thank you. No. No, I kind of like action movies, as you probably could tell already. There's a friend of mine who lives in Toronto, and we started going to the Toronto Film Festival. And the other, another friend of ours also told us about something called Action Fest, and that was in Asheville. So we would go to a couple different um, movie things or festivals. Those were a lot of fun. And I think the one at Toronto that is super fun, but you got to go late at night, and it's perfect for us night owls. It's called Midnight Madness, and it starts at 11:59, I think is what it starts at, and then some of the biggest kung fu movies and things take place during that time. And I remember seeing The Raid there, and OMG, that movie was freaking awesome. If you haven't seen The Raid or The Raid 2, you gotta go see it. It's like, was it Iko Uwais, I think, is the main star of that. OMG, that guy can fight. Alright, come on, why are you not behaving? There we go. Okay. So you can see we got the wings going now with this wyvern / dragon. Wow. That's pretty amazing. The favorite was pretty twisted indeed. Yeah, that was the movie. Oh, that was horrible. I hated that movie. I really hated that movie. That was not one of my favorites. The favorite. The Raid was amazing. Yes, I saw that opening night at the Toronto Film Festival. And I remember my friend and I, Billy, she and I were leaving, and all we could say was, that was freaking awesome. And you got so much adrenaline going through that movie that you just couldn't go to sleep. It was so much fun. So I think that's another thing that when it comes to characters and stories, I definitely love action movies. I'm not really big into horror movies, so I don't really. I mean, Aliens is. I know it's one of those movies that you wouldn't expect me to put on the list, but it was mostly the character. The movie itself is pretty creepy. I don't. I'm not big into aliens and space creatures and all of that, but I will say that Sigourney Weaver in that movie was freaking awesome. Yeah, she's one of those actresses that she has quite the range. I liked her also in Galaxy Quest. She was really good in that too. Okay, so now it looks like we're working on tail pieces because we got all these little sub builds that we're working on now. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to go to Toronto for the film festival, it's awesome. The weather is usually perfect. It's usually the weekend after Labor Day, and I just have really fond memories of hanging out with my friends. There's a group of us that would all go out to the movies, and I just miss going out to the movies with a bunch of friends, I think. Speaking of which, we need to set up a watch party soon. I need to talk to Remy Baker because I think Remy is going to host a discussion about Lego Masters, and I think he's going to watch it live on the East Coast feed. So I'd like to jump in on that because I work on Tuesdays, so it's otherwise it's hard for me to do. Galaxy Quest is a cult classic. Yes. There won't be a Raid 3. No, probably not. Because Iko Uwais now is getting roles in modern films. I'm trying to remember. He was in a film recently. What film was that? Where he dyed his hair blonde. Oh, what was the name of that? It was where, oh, God. The guy is like it's Stuber. Stuber. He was in Stuber. The guy is named Stu, and he's an Uber driver. And Iko Uwais is blonde in that movie. It was like, no, don't do that. We had this discussion before, I think, where we talked about that Asian actors as blondes just doesn't work. It's just don't do it. Just say no. When they tell you, yeah, we want to make your hair blonde, it's like, no, it's not a good look. Not a good look. Yeah, this is definitely the tail, because this is the same for the dragon that was in the elves dragon. Okay, where's the blue? I'm looking for a blue. Where is it? I'm looking for a blue. There it is. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so we got this. You can see that we've got a couple of these that we're connecting together for the tail. And maybe I'm zoomed in too much. Let me zoom out of here. There we go. So, and then we have this one little tail piece that we're going to work on. Let's see. Tail piece starts with black. There's so many really good pieces in here. It is definitely worth the money. Oops, that's right. And I'm not sure how to call these pieces, the ones with the angles, but these are nice. So that connects here. So now we have this nice little tail with these little scale things going. Okay, so this is going to go on the back. So yeah, I think, let me zoom out. I guess that's as far out as it'll zoom, but yeah, I'm glad we're ending with this because this is going to be a beautiful build when it's done. It's going to be awesome. GQ is great for sure by Grobthar's Hammer. I know, and it's so sad that Alan Rickman is no longer with us. You know, some of these actors, you know, you just love them, you know, because he always played the bad guy. Ever since he was in, like, was it Die Hard? Hans Gruber. That's a classic role. Yeah. What's the name of the character that Bruce Willis plays in that movie? Is it John something, right? It's like you just want to say yippee-ki-yay. I'm not going to say the rest. I'll say yippee-ki-yay, MF. That's what I should have said in that meeting. I should have said I admire the Bruce Willis character in Die Hard. That would have gotten some looks. Yeah. Okay, so this is attaching to the front now. Let's see if I can angle this here. Yeah, like I said, lots of really awesome pieces for this set. We're doing pretty well. It's 10 minutes to midnight. I think I will be finished hopefully by 20 minutes after the hour, if not sooner. So we're right on track. This is about what I do. And yeah, we are working on the head now. Oops, we're going to be working on the head next. Yeah, this is great because it has these brackets too. Okay, why is it telling me to put it on this way? I guess okay. I could do that. And just based on the photo of the end result, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be epic. And this is put together. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, I've met some really awesome people in the Lego community. And I think too with the pandemic, it's nice that, you know, we all have this hobby that we can share and enjoy and appreciate each other's artwork. I think that's something, I think Debo said this to me about how, you know, we're a community of artists that really enjoy hanging out with the Tricky Bricks family. And, you know, before the pandemic, I never really thought of myself as a Lego artist. But then as I look at my MOCs and how I've done things over the years, I think, you know, yeah, I am a Lego artist. I'm going to claim that. And I think I may have mentioned this, that I had some workmen who had to do some work at the apartment. And I told them, I said, yeah, sorry about the mess. I've got a lot of Lego projects going on because I'm a Lego artist. You know, I just claimed it, right? I just said, yeah, I'm a Lego artist. I'm gonna embrace that. And my neighbor overheard me, and she goes, I heard you're a Lego artist. That's awesome. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna say I'm a Lego artist. You know, one thing that we should try to figure out is how do people do commissions? You know, when somebody asks for a commission to be done, how do you do your pricing and do all that? I know one person who's kind of shared with me her process, but it would be great if we could, you know, maybe this is something we do at the Brickanista Broadcast Network, is that, you know, we showcase certain people's art and we say, you know, if you want to get a commissioned piece, this is what you do. And this is how you contact this person, etc. The Spring Lantern Festival is back in stock. Oh, cool. Yeah, I bought that early. That one I knew was going to be very, very popular. So I jumped on that early. And it is amazing. I'm getting ready to convert it to the mill standard so it'll fit in my city, and it's going to go next to the coffee shop. Yeah, I went to Bricks and Minifigs and I bought a whole bunch of bulk white because I'm so low on white plates and other things, so I filled up a small cup while I was there. Yeah, let's see, I think, is this right? Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that shaping there. So I'll do another one on this side. Wow. You can see how the teeth are coming together like this. This is great. Wow. I really like this. And like I said, I learn more as I do more of these models as far as how they do the shaping of some of these characters. Like look at this shape that they put here with the step down curves, the mill standard. Yeah, modular integrated landscaping system is what mill stands for. So it's a base plate, a brick level, and then a plate level. And it just makes your structure so much more secure as far as it's a stronger plate level, especially if you're going to build skyscrapers or anything large. So I've converted mine to the mill standard. I think, do I have a 2x2 in here? Or am I just imagining things? No, I'm not. There it is. I was going to say, that doesn't look right. What's going on? Okay, I think this goes here. There we go. Wow. I want to show you this, that this sloped piece, how it has this little indentation. I don't know if you can see that, but it looked at first like it was an error, but I think it actually is intentional for the eyes of this dragon. That's pretty dope, yo. That's pretty dope. Thank you for posting the links there. Let's see. Okay, we're doing some more shaping. Okay, like I said, these pieces. Let's see. Looks like it goes this way. Oops, nope. Yeah, like I said, this set alone, just for the pieces, is pretty amazing. Okay, what am I looking for? Did I put those in the wrong place? I'm looking for some curves, but this doesn't look right. I'm looking for a, or maybe I put this in the wrong place. Here, let me go back. Yeah, I think I may have put this in the wrong place. There we go. Okay, I think these actually are supposed to go here. And I think I was supposed to use the bigger ones. Here, is that right? No? No? I'm supposed to have, all right, let's look. Let's keep looking. Supposed to have more of those curved pieces. That's why I'm like going, wait a minute. What did I do? Okay, well, that's pretty easy to put on once I find them. But I'm running low on pieces, so it's kind of like, where did they go? Did I put some in the wrong place? I'm wondering if I, well, Huh. Okay, well, I'm going to keep going because I'm almost done, but I'm missing this 1x2 on the side. So I don't think I dropped a piece. All right, hopefully it will reveal itself shortly. That's my hope. Or I'll figure out where I may have put the wrong piece in. Oops. Okay, that's correct. All right, I'm definitely off by a little bit. All right, I'm missing, I think I'm missing something. Hold up, let me go back. Actually, maybe I'm, this is what happens when you talk a lot while you're building. Okay, let me go back to here. That's correct. And I put those in. And then, aha, I missed a step here. Hold it. Okay, I was supposed to put in some of these here. Okay. I'm on 78 if anybody's following along. And then, where's that weird piece? I just had it. There it is. This piece goes here. Okay. Yeah. All right, and then I put those on. That's correct, okay. And then this goes here. Uh-huh. All right, then these guys go here. Okay, that makes more sense. So we got that. Okay, see, I'm still concerned because I'm missing this piece here, and here, in dark red. All right, let me just backtrack a little bit, see where I may have. Hey, how's it going, Doc Sampson? What a savings! How are you? How's your dad doing? I know you've had a lot going on in your life right now. Aha, I think I know where it might be. It might be here. Let's see. Did I put 2 of these here? Yep, that's where it is. All right, so this is what I did. There's 2 of these, and I should have put a 2x2 instead of that. So found my mistake. All right, we can recover. It's more about compatibility, so you can see the build in a collaborative and only there to worry about meshing. Oh, you're talking about the mill standard? Yeah. Okay, so now we're back, and now I've got the right pieces, so I can do the face. So we're back to the face again. In hospice, oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, like you said in your video, it's getting close. So hopefully, you know, he was lucky to have you by his side all the time. Look at that. Oh my God, that is an amazing dragon face. Oh, I love that. I'm going to have to practice this. This is really, really cool. Okay, good. I'm glad I found my error. Okay, and like I said, we're close. We are close to finishing. Okay, so now we have another sub build with these yellow double 1x2 snot bricks, which are cool. Yep, and Okay, here we go. I think it's all these little details that, like I said, I don't really do a lot of sculpting. That little corgi was probably the first kind of sculpting thing I've done. And I had a lot of fun doing that. And it was a little sad for me, though, as you know, because I miss my dog very much. But my confidence is getting better. And I don't know, have we had a sculpting challenge yet from Tricky Bricks? I know we've done mosaics, but have we done a sculpture? I don't think we have. That might be something to add to their list, is a sculpture challenge. What can you do to sculpt something? Yeah, that might be worth doing. So yeah, welcome Doc. We are working on the fire dragon and 3-in-1. We did the scorpion build earlier, and we're going to end with the dragon build, or the wyvern build if you want to be technical about it. Let's see. We want to do this. Yeah, there's a lot of these 1x2s that go into this build. Okay, and more teeth. I think people just know what dragons are, right? Because if they called it the red wyvern, they probably wouldn't sell as many, is my guess. I'm speculating. What do I know? Like I said before, when I was on the radio, I was called the movie muse. So now I'm the Lego muse. Just musing about stuff. Yeah, I really got to get onto my thumbnails. I got to update those. I've got to get my website going. I've still got a lot of things I need to do, which is, I'm excited though. I think I told you I have an intern who's been working with me, and because things have been working out so well, I may be getting another 1 or 2 more interns as well. So I'm stoked. I'm very, very stoked about it. Okay, so there we go. I think this is the jaw. Yeah. And then we have, ooh, once again, this piece in dark red goes right into the center there. This is super dope. This is super dope. I'm going to have to remember this. And then you have the flame coming in from that piece. Wow. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so this looks like it connects here to that bar. I'll zoom out a little. So yeah, I mean, look at the fierceness of that face. And it's got the articulation there. That is cool. So no old school road plates. We make our own roads with tiles using the mill standard. Somewhat. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here's the grand finale. We have this mixel joint connecting here. Oops, let me angle this so you can see this better. Yeah, so this connects here. There we go. Wow. Here, I'll face it to the camera. That is totally dope. This is really cool. Wow. I'm really glad we did this. Okay, let's see if there's anything else I need to put on here. Oh, there's a little more. Okay, I don't need to do the rest here because the rest is like the treasure chest. Remember that little treasure chest that came with it? I don't, unless you want me to. I mean, there's a treasure chest, a brick-built treasure chest. You know, I could probably do this actually. It's not very many pieces. It's not very many steps. You didn't really like the road pieces anyway. Oh, okay. All right. So if you want, yeah, let's just finish this off, and then we will be done. Okay. So let's see. Looks like we start with the tile. Okay. This is where somebody was talking about how they like to do upside down building. Seems to work well for them. I still have to get used to it, honestly. It's not in my comfort zone. Let's see, where's the camera? There's the camera. Okay, and then oops. And then we have the big one like that. Okay. Like I said, this is all upside down building. we're building on the base side of the plates. So there you go. All right. All right, it looks like we're gonna do the lid separately. So we start with this instead, and looks like we put the bars. That's interesting. And now we leverage the blue. Okay. All right, now it says to put, this goes back to the upside down building. So we're building this whole thing upside down. That goes in there. Oops, oops, wait a minute. I think I may have jumped a step. Wait a minute, let's look at 99 again. Ah, 99, I was supposed to put this in here. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then this goes in here on the inside. And then looks like a jumper goes on the front like that. Okay. And then we build the lid. And this is this piece. I don't think we used this in the other build. This piece is going to come into play. And once again, it's upside down building, which is kind of strange to me, but I get it. I guess it works. Oops. Oh no. Did it drop off of it? Oh, there it is. Once again, that's why I put a cloth down. Because if I left this without the cloth, it would bounce off of the table. Okay, and it looks like we put another one of these down to secure this in. Oops. Oh no. Let's see if we can do this again. Oh, very fragile. I will say this treasure chest is not very stable. Let's see if we can finesse this in here. What am I missing? Did I put this in wrong? Hold up. Maybe it's supposed to be this way. Aha. Okay. My bad. Okay, so that's in, and I guess, okay, wait a minute. That doesn't look right. Yeah, I'm supposed to put this in here somewhere. Okay, hold up. Go back and do this again. Yeah, there we go. And this piece needs to go in. There we go. Then we have a lid. We actually have a lid. Then you put this in. There you go, Brickanista. Do the chest. It's brilliant. Okay. I'm assuming you have this set. Okay, so now this goes here, and the chest goes down like that. That is actually really good math. I mean, look at that. It goes all the way around. That's pretty dope. That is pretty dope, yo. All right, so now inside the chest, this is where you put all your gold pieces. All right, so they have 3 studs, which I guess are supposed to represent gold coins. This is what I was wondering, where is this supposed to go? So it doesn't quite fit. So it's, I guess it's just going to kind of be at an angle. And then they want this chain is supposed to have a translucent green on one side and a translucent red on the other side. Okay. And I guess we attach this somewhere in here, is my guess. Actually, I probably should dump that out, and I'm gonna, I guess, attach it in here. And then put the coins back in, and the sword is in here. Yes, because you know dragons have to protect the gold. Okay, and then you just kind of like lay this down. Actually, there's some more gold things in here. Need the spyglass. And there's one more extra gold piece, so let's just all put it in there for the dragon to protect. It's kind of like, you know, that's a very expensive dog, right? To be protecting your gold. Let's, how much is the, you know, security dragon for? Okay, so there we go. Let me zoom out again. All right, so we have now our dragon, which is pretty amazing. Oops, uh-oh, wait a minute. What happened here? Did I broke it already? Wait a minute. Oh, I'm missing a piece. Aha, how did I miss that? This is supposed to lock it in. There we go. Okay, now we're better. Okay, good thing I checked. All right, so this is our dragon from the 3-in-1 creator set, the Fire Dragon. You built it at the pub, the pre-pandemic times, that's right. Not a whole lot of extra pieces, though this is bothering me. Usually you don't have a 2x2 like this extra. Oh, I see. It goes over here, I think. Let me see if I put that in properly. Just looking at the instructions. Let's see. Yeah, that's where it's supposed to go. So, okay, so here are the extra pieces, which I think are pretty reasonable. Oops. Usually if you have like that 2x2, that would be like, nope, that should have gone somewhere for the main build. Okay, so I want to compare this to the other one that I showed earlier in the stream. Okay, so here is, here's the other dragon from, oops, the Elves series. So just for comparison purposes, oops, let's get this articulation done properly. This tail needs to be better. Okay. So you can see some similarities as far as the way things are built. Let's see if I can get a better angle over here. A starter dragon. Well, yeah, I mean, for $15.99, I mean, if you were to get this other dragon now, I mean, this set has been discontinued. I got it when I was at Bricks Cascade as a giveaway, so I was extremely lucky to get this. But yeah, as far as a complement dragon to your other sets of dragons, let's turn this sideways maybe. It's actually pretty nice. I mean, and they're brick-built wings instead of the other wings. So I think overall, it's a really good value. And I think anybody who buys this as a gift, I think it's a winner. It's definitely a winner. And like I said, all of this color palette is awesome. It's got the articulation of the mouth, and the head is on a mixel joint, so it has that full rotation, which is really nice. The neck has just an up and down click hinge, but with that and the rotation of the mixel, you can get some really good expressions there. Yeah. And the wings themselves, I mean, they move up and down just in this lateral motion or a vertical motion, but this part of the wing does have the mixel joint, so you can do some funky things that way if you wanted to. Yeah, it's a really good set. Awesome set. The Brickanista says thumbs up. Even the legs are, you know, those really massive hip joints here are pretty secure. Yeah, but I think this reminds me of a mech or of a T-Rex kind of build with the way these here, let me angle this for the camera better, is that these don't have a lot of motion. They mostly go just back and forth, but they have these huge ball joint click hinges. So they're super, super stable. Yeah, this is really, really nice. The dragon wyvern itself is just a baby. Yeah, it's probably saying, Mama, right, I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with this set. This is definitely a keeper. And as I mentioned, I started with one of the smaller sets. It's dope, yo. Yes, the Brickanista says it's dope, yo. In fact, I probably need to set up, like on a website, a dope meter. Like, is it dope or is it not dope? Or what is it that Joel said? It's nope, yo, instead of it's dope, yo. Lots of fun. Okay, well, this is good. This has been a good stream, and I'm really, really thankful all of you tuned in. Here, let me go back to the full screen and say goodbye to everybody. But let me angle this back over here. All right, you can see my hair flattened out because of the humidity today. But okay, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Brickanista Broadcast Network on YouTube. Today was Thrifty Thursday, and we just finished the Fire Dragon 31102, $15.99. Awesome set. We did both the Scorpion build and the Dragon build. Dope or nope? Yeah, exactly. I think we're going to have to do that. The dope meter. So what do we say on the dope meter? If the dope meter was on a scale of 1 to 10, or maybe we should say 1 to 5, what do you think? If we go with a 1 to 5 scale, then this is definitely a 5, in my opinion. If we go for a 1 to 10 scale, then probably a 9. I don't know. I have to think about what we're going to do for a scale, but definitely dope. This is a dope set. Love the colors. And for $15.99 for 234 pieces, the price per part value is amazing. And you just can get a lot of enjoyment from it, whether you're a kid or an adult. I mean, I think that, and if you're a dragon fan, you definitely need to add this to your collection of dragons. I really love these curved pieces that are here in this set. You have lots of mixel joints, lots of really, really wonderful things in here. And we're not going to be using this for the Rebrick This challenge, but this would have been an awesome set if we were to consider it. But nope, Debo has some other plans, and we'll tell you more on Sunday. Anyway, so thanks for being here and being awesome. Oh, thank you. I think he's saying that to everybody, though, not just me. But yeah, no, it's always fun having people to hang out with. And like I said, I would be building anyway. Thank you for your feedback on my bunker. I'll show that again for the camera in case you didn't see my bunker earlier. So this is my post-apocalyptic bunker, and I've got the lights in there as well. Thank you, Glenn, for suggesting to put the light in the bathroom. And let me just close that door. Yeah, so we have the post-apocalyptic Brickanista bunker where I would be hanging out. And oops, my TV fell out. Let me put my TV back. So it's complete. Okay, there we go. And for those of you who missed earlier, I have 3 Easter eggs in here. The first one is at the top where we have that everything is awesome tile right here. The other one is the Bricks LA, which is right above the, let me see if I can angle it. You can kind of see it. There's a Bricks LA tile right above the bed. And then the big Easter egg, which is going to be, oops, I keep knocking this TV over. I'm going to have to add the stability for that. Is right above the TV, there is this panda tile from the Beat Bits. So I've started deciding to adopt that. And yeah, it's fun. You're welcome, Glenn. Yes, you're awesome too, Cowboy Kenobi. You're all awesome. I'm very, very thankful to have this group of people to hang out with. Rest in peace, TV, for the rest of your apocalyptic life. Well, it makes you wonder what would be on TV in a post-apocalyptic world, right? Who knows? But, you know, and I stocked myself with glasses, and I've got a teapot, and I've got some food up here. I don't know. I think these will probably have to be toilet paper unless I decide to put like another shelf or something. But I think it came out pretty well considering I just learned the standard 2 days ago, and I just decided I'm going to go ahead and build a bunker. I'm just going to do it. And thankfully, there's some people from Bricks Cascade who are also posting their bunkers. So it is going to be a collab in the fantasy section of the Brick Can. Nah, GOW, have all your media on a NAS and never run out of stuff. Okay. Well, like I said, I didn't know what to expect when I was going to build this. And I'm really glad too that now I've decided that I've got to get more of those panda tiles, and then I'm going to put those into some of my builds, and I might even decide to put some of those even into like small little gifts for people that I can throw them in as a like a little gesture. That's like my signature is that little panda tile. So yeah, good night, Cowboy Kenobi. Good night, GOW Grasshopper. Good night, Glenn. Good night. Let's see who else is here. I know PT left earlier. So there you go. Yes, I know. It's amazing. Okay, why am I not seeing the participants? There we go. Okay. Well, I know that there's 6 viewers here, but I think people are just not chatting. I think if you're still here, PT McEwen left, but Joel, if you're still here, thank you, Joel. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. Hope you had fun hanging out with me for the last 3.5 hours, talking dragons and talking about Brick Can. I look forward to seeing you in Brick Can too tomorrow. That'll be fun. I know I haven't been to an official Brick Can yet. I was able to attend last year, but I'm very, very excited. Thank you again for all your support, all your help. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. And I hope I get to see you guys tomorrow during Brick Can. If not, I will. Oh, that's right. Don't forget, tomorrow is Tricky Bricks, too. So tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, Tricky Bricks, you'll get to see my other mock, which is the mashup mock. This will be tomorrow as well. Okay, so take care. Thank you, everyone. Hope you have a great night. Bye.